Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lloyd Wilson Field at the Osborne Family Sports Complex of the campus in Hastings College. For this afternoon's Great Plains Athletic Conference matchup between the Mustangs of Morningside and your Hastings College Broncos. And now to the starting lineups first for the Mustangs of Morningside out of Sioux City, Iowa. On the defensive side of the ball, starting at defensive end, a 6 foot, 240-pound senior from Silver Lake, Iowa, number 43, Colton Green. On the defensive line, a 6'1", 280-pound senior from Spencer, Iowa, number 91, Brady Schlager.
1/16 for the ND.
On the defensive line, a 6'3", 255-pound junior from Neola, Iowa, number 58, Alex Osborne. At the other defensive end, a 6'4", 245-pound sophomore from Monticello, Iowa, number 96, Braden Clayton. At linebacker, a 6 foot, 215-pound senior from Spencer, Iowa, number 39, Isaac Bingle. At linebacker, a 6 foot, 210-pound senior from Gordon, South Dakota, number 57, Hayden Mendel. At linebacker, a 6 foot, 205-pound junior from Aubrey, Texas, number 45, Landry Phipps. At quarterback, a 6'1", 180-pound senior from Hazelwood, Missouri, number 6, Dion Walls. At safety, a 6'1", 175-pound sophomore from Wildwood, Missouri, number 1, Malik Hampton. At safety, a 5'10", 180-pound senior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 4, Lionel Boyd Jr. At the other cornerback, a 6'1", 165-pound senior from Adelanto, California, number 3, Jamal Jones. And the punter for the Mustangs, a 5'9", 190-pound senior from Alpine, California, number 42, Justin McElligott. And now let's look at the offense for the Mustangs. Starting things off at the center position with 6'2", 275-pound junior from Sioux City, Iowa, number 70, Mason Scott. At left guard, a 6'4", 280-pound senior from Sioux City, Iowa, number 65, Travis Rivera. At left tackle, a 6'2", 255-pound junior from St. Ansgar, Iowa, number 51, Alex Hansen. At right guard, a 6'1", 260-pound senior from Omaha, Nebraska, number 72, Jack James. At right tackle, a 6'4", 260-pound senior from Fremont, Nebraska, number 64, Riley Lindbergh. The tight end for the Mustangs is a 6'3", 230-pound senior from Shelby, Iowa, number 85, Owen Osborne. The H-back is a 6'2", 225-pound junior from St. Ansgar, Iowa, number 33, Jack Sievers. And wide receiver, a 6', 170-pound sophomore from Fremont, Nebraska, number 9, Drew Sellers. At wide receiver, a 6', 180-pound senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, number 0, Zach Norton. At running back for the Mustangs, a 5'8", 185-pound senior from North Liberty, Iowa, number 5, Caleb Williams. And at quarterback, a 6'2", 185-pound freshman from Blue Springs, Missouri, number 10, Cash Parker. The kicker for the Mustangs is a 6'1", 195-pound senior from Surprise, Arizona, number 18, Bryson Wilkie. And now to the starting lineup for your Hastings College Broncos. On the defensive side, and a defensive end, a 6'2", 250-pound senior from Blair, Nebraska, number 57, Gunnar Ogle.
I'm going to start out on 2, starting the recording, starting the stream.
My name is Jared Rogers, and I'm the director of the Center for Applied Media Arts at Hastings College. The Center for Applied Media Arts is a place where students can gain experiential learning in all forms of digital media: video production, photography, graphic design, live stream production, podcasting, and more.
I'm Chad.
I'm Brad.
Welcome back to the
It's
Bronco.
important for us to be able to give the students as many opportunities as we possibly can, not only in the classroom, but also in the field. When I have a student who completes a project and they're excited about it,
Take 3.
or when I have a student who does a really good show or a great live stream broadcast,
Oh my gosh, it's a goal!
it makes me incredibly happy. And I get so excited to watch these students strive, struggle, and then excel. Most of the time, we work really, really hard to accomplish the things that we're doing, but that hard work pays off. The students here are learning valuable critical thinking skills to be able to solve those problems and to come up with results. What a wonderful way to transition that learning from the classroom into practical application. And not only do they do that here, but those are life lessons that they'll take with them once they leave Hastings College. We are always striving to create new opportunities for student growth. If you are interested in our program or would like more information, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be glad to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much. And go Broncos.
Because that's who we are. We are Gary Thompson Agency. Protect your legacy.
I am so sorry. You got 35 seconds to step off. Go, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Landing Healthcare, proud to see the Hastings.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hastings College proudly presents the 2023 Marching Bronco Band. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise, direct your attention to the video scoreboard, and join the Bronco Band under the direction of drum major Kendall Green and the singing of the Hastings College alma mater, followed by our national anthem. Football fans, make some noise. Let's hear for our Fighting Broncos.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Morningside is called. What's the call? Doesn't call. We're playing. Thinking hot. Hastings looking hot. If you get a fourth or goal in the second half, the forward team and Morningside. Come on, family.
At this time, I'd like to say a warm welcome to our fans from Opportunity House. We hope you enjoy your experience with Bronco football. Back deep for Morningside. Number 24, Logan McCumber. And number 2, Ricky Harlan. Keep you up for the Broncos. Number 38, that's for 5. 25-yard line.
So a big game, but Lennox Brown will get the start here for Morningside.
And he throws it out to the far side. The old big old tight end grabs the ball across the 30, runs over a man to 35, and he's knocked out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
Number 16.
Reception. That's a Josh Simmons. Simmons, a 6'1", 200-pound senior out of Council Bluffs. He grabs the ball and scampers all the way up here to about the 38-yard line. Nice pickup on the first play.
12-yard gain there and a big run. Took a defensive back on, lowered his head, and picked up an additional yardage as they'll flare it out to the right side now.
Yeah, they throw it out here to one of their wide receivers. He brings it across the 40, out to the 41, 42-yard line. Number zero for Morningside, making the reception. That's Zach Norton. You got to be something special if you go in and you garner the number 0, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be pretty good out there. But Norton last week in the or 2 weeks ago in the game against Benedictine caught 6 balls, 46 yards. They like to target him. He's not a real big receiver, but he's pretty shifty. He was able to pick up about 5 yards there, right in front of the Bronco bench. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Line of scrimmage right at the 41-yard line, just underway here in Hastings.
Yeah, 14:20 to play here in the first quarter. Morningside moving left to right here, north to south in the opening quarter of play. Lennox Brown, a kid out of Council Bluffs, he wants to throw the ball again to get pressure on it. They throw the ball across the middle, nearly intercepted. Right between the two hash marks there, and going to Zach Norton. Hastings getting some pressure on the quarterback, Jimmy. That's good to see.
Yeah, Harrison Uday coming from the left side of the formation for Hastings. It was able to get around the big right tackle and got in there and put a lot of pressure on Lennox Brown. But again, we've got to have some eyeballs on Brown. Again, he's a pretty good sized kid in there, 6'3", 218 pounds, but again, he's got some gifted speed. If he gets forced out of the pocket, we got to keep an eye on him. 2nd down and 5 here for the Mustangs.
All right, ball right at about the 41-yard line. Brown is waiting for the snap. Here comes a man coming in motion to the near side now for Morningside. Brown has got the ball. He's going to hand it away. Not much there, maybe to the 42-yard line. They're going to run a plethora of running backs in, and this is Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams carrying the ball to about the 42, and pick up of only about a yard in the play. So here we go, one of those big 3rd down calls. 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
How many of those will we have? We had a lot of them last week in Mitchell, but Harrison Uday on the stop there, only about a 1-yard gain. So going to be a punting situation. Talked about it at the start of our broadcast. Very important to get this offense off the field, and now we'll have a man back deep for Hastings.
Hastings was able to get off of the field. That was a 3rd down call there, and they're stopped, and it's 4th down and about 4 yards to go. So Morningside will punt the ball away. Hangs in the air, not very deep. It's going to bounce at the 30-yard line. The Broncos had a couple of guys in the area there. You got to get away from that thing. Well, they're going to blow the ball down here at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and when punting into the wind, that was the case there. We had a return man back about the 15-yard line. That was way plenty deep, and that ball just kind of hung up right out in front of us from our broadcast facilities. Comes straight down. Yeah, Hastings had 3 or 4 guys around there. That's a live ball. You got to get away. Fortunately enough, it didn't hit anybody, and so now the Broncos out on the attack here. First possession here in this football game.
Eli Nappy, the quarterback, the guy from Warrensburg, Missouri. 6'3", 200-pound sophomore. He wants to throw the football. He's going to take a shot right off the bat. There's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass, trying to get the ball to a Wilborn. That has worked the past couple of games, Jimmy. They've opened up the game. And I'm sure Steve Ryan has got that scoped out. We have opened the game with that long pass to Wilborn. That one was thrown a little bit too deep. Good coverage out there for the Morningside offensive secondary.
Yeah, actually, Wilborn had to come back and be a defender on that to make sure the interception didn't happen, and had both hands on his shoulder pads riding him down there, but the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
All right, here's pass is going to be thrown out to the far side, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Jay-Sean Wright, who's back into the ball game now for Hastings. He missed last week's game with an injury. Jay-Sean Wright, good to see him back out there. Can't miss him, 5'6", 130 pounders.
He much bigger than Coach Foz's boy.
I was going to say, he's the second smallest guy on the team, I think.
He is. So here's, again, another big 3rd down call here on the field. We've had one for Morningside now. Hastings, we got to be able to pick up the 1st down, keep our defense, and give them a little breather.
Nappy has got the ball, looks left side, throws left side. Wilborn grabs the ball to 35, out of bounds at about the 36. That's not good enough. That was a pickup of about 7 yards, but he's going to be about 2 or 3 yards shy of a 1st down. So the Broncos will go 3 plays and out here on their opening possession. They'll have to punt the football away.
Yeah, and we'll see a guy coming in here to kick the football away. Not many times do you have on your stat sheets that your punter had an interception. But Sam All was the one that sealed the victory a week ago. We all teams have double numbers, and we were a little confused last week whether it was Will Austin or Sam All. It was All, and he will do the punting duties, All averaging 36.4, and he's going to take off and run and get the 1st down.
40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35-yard line, knocked out of bounds. I knew that play was coming, Jimmy, because I was here yesterday, and they practiced that quite a bit yesterday, and they got what they wanted out of the Morningside defense. And Sam All, he is running around the right side. There was not a man out there, Jimmy.
Tell you what, the kid showed him some speed there, so now he's on the stat chart as an interception. Now he's going to have a rush. We're going to give him 24 yards, first down for Hastings, into Morningside territory. 12:44 and counting left to go, but the Broncos on the move here at the 35.
Remember, Hastings pulled off a fake punt last week. They didn't have a penalty on the thing. There's a running play. It's going to be stacked up. Simonson stacked up on the play there by Morningside's inside linebacker, Hayden Mendel. Mendel, a 6 foot, 210-pound senior out of Worthing, South Dakota. 12:25 to play here in the 1st quarter. Hastings on a 2nd down. There's the ball nearly intercepted. Somebody jumping around over there on the far side. That was Jamal Jones who nearly got the ball there. It's a knockdown, incomplete pass, going to bring up a 3rd down situation? Yep, 3rd down and about 11 yards to go.
Wow, Jones making a great read, watching Eli Nappy's eyes all the way on that one. Made a great break, nearly picked that off. 3rd down and 11 here for Hastings.
All right, another 3rd down call here for Hastings. Nappy drops back. He surveys the field. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket. Nappy holds it. Now runs with it. 40, 35. Nappy is going to be brought down there right at the 35-yard line. Tackle is made by Isaac Pingle, the linebacker out of Spencer, Iowa. He was their leading tackler a week ago, or not a week ago, 2 weeks ago when they last played their first game against Benedictine. 10 tackles and 1 sack. So Hastings is going to have to punt the football away here, despite using the fake punt to move the ball into Morningside territory. Hastings now looking at 4th down here. 4th down at about 8 yards to go. 4th and 8. The ball is sitting at the 35-yard line. All is back in there. Should we try it again? All has got the ball. He's going to punt her away this time. Going to try to pin him back deep. Ball angles on the near side. Bounces it to 5 into the end zone for the touchback. So Morningside has got the ball.
Not a very good series there. Hastings gets a big gain on the fake punt off the right side from All. Gets it all the way down to about the 36-yard line. And then from there, a loss of 1 and a couple incomplete passes. And then All trying to pin the Mustangs back deep. Did get off a very good punt that bounced it around the 5-yard line into the end zone. So Morningside will come back out on offense. 17 yards through the air, 1 on the ground. And the quarterback will be the same guy, Lennox Brown. We expect to see Cash Parker as well. They split time 2 weeks ago.
Brown has got the ball. He's going to throw it to the near side. It's going to be caught here at the 25, 26, 27-yard line. So, yeah, short gain there. They throw the ball out here to Lakin Harnley. Harnley, a 5'10", 170-pound junior. Harnley had 3 receptions in their opening ball game, 58 yards for Morningside. That was a pickup of 7. As they're going to spot the football here at the 28-yard line. 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. Lennox Brown in the pistol set. He's going to hand the ball away straight ahead. First down and more, 30, 35, 40. Bowls his way out to the 44-yard line. Nice gain there. Right up the pipe. That's going to be a Trent Lane. Trent Lane is from Heflin, Alabama. 6 foot, 220 pounder, a junior. Took that one right up the gut against the Bronco defense.
First down for Morningside here, and that was right in the middle of the Bronco defense. And then he made a couple of defenders bounce off of him. That was a good hard run. Gain of 17 all the way out to about the 44-yard line.
Empty backfield here. Brown wants to throw. He's going to air it out down the left sideline. That's going to be, off of the fingertips of his intended receiver. That looked like it was going to be a grossly overthrown, but there's the speed of Zach Norton. He nearly shifted her into the overdrive there, Jimmy, and he has hands on the football right off of his fingertips down there at about the 15-yard line of Hastings.
Well, Brown and Norton were connecting a lot a couple weeks ago against Benedictine. They like his speed. Again, he's in the slot, and he just simply ran about stride for stride with the Bronco defender. But again, that ball held up into the wind a little bit, almost a catch there. Second down and 10 from the 44.
All right, they're going to shift a couple of guys over to the left side of the formation. They're going to hand the ball away again. Angling left side across the 45 to the 50. That's going to be Trent Lane. He's going to move the ball into Bronco territory down to the 49-yard line. Morningside will be looking at a third down situation here. Third down at about 4 yards to go. Morningside third down conversions in their ball game against Benedictine was 6 out of 12. That's pretty good, 50%. So I see our tape has done wonders for our banners hanging outside. Didn't he make the first quarter?
No.
Third down here for Morningside. Third down at about 3 yards to go. Lennox Brown quarterback draw. He's got the ball at the 50. He's got the first down, 45 to the far sideline and blasted there at about the 44 of Hastings. Tackle is made by Kellen Robertus from Henderson, Nevada for the Hastings College defense. But that is going to be a first down for Morningside.
A gain of 5 there by the quarterback Brown last week. Again, good numbers, 124 on the ground. He threw for 122. Had a touchdown on the ground, but he did throw one interception through the air, but he picks up nearly 5 there into Bronco territory.
So they get a fresh set of downs here. They throw the ball near side, caught across the 40, 35 to the 30 of Hastings, 25, a run out of bounds here at the 22. They throw the ball out here to the right side for Morningside. He makes the reception. That's Blake Brown who's into the ball game. He did not play against Benedictine, but that's going to be enough for a first down. Nice grab and catch there by Brown. He has moved the ball down to the 23-yard line of Hastings. First and 10 now for the Mustangs.
Third first down for Morningside. They continue on the march. They've hit 5 passes, 1 incompletion, 4 different receivers they have connected on with Brown. We've got a penalty flag thrown right down in front of us.
Obviously going to go here against Morningside as we check in with the referee, Andrew Fitzke.
Start. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Andrew Fitzke, our referee today. Tyler Fitzke is the umpire. Aaron Duker is your head line judge. The line judge is George Finley. The side judge is Kevin Gehrig. The field judge is Chad Gillespie. And the back judge is Jack Marr. There's the ball thrown to the far side. Is caught there. Run out of bounds, 25 down to about the 22-yard line. They get it to Caleb Williams, who makes the reception. I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds here at about the 22-yard line. Brings back the penalty yardage and then a couple. It's going to bring up a second down situation now for Morningside. Second down and 8 yards to go. Ball is sitting here at the Hastings 22-yard line. There's another ball thrown to Williams. He breaks loose across the 20 to the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Check that. That's going to be Zach Norton who makes the reception. Number 0, Zach Norton making the reception there for Morningside. And that's going to be enough for a first down. And now Morningside on the move. They got the ball in the red zone here. Down here at the Hastings College 13-yard line. 8 minutes and 44 seconds to play here in the first quarter. No score. Handoff here. Nope, it's going to be a fake. Here's Brown with the ball. He's dangerous. Brings it inside to 10 down to about the 6-yard line. Again, Brown threw for 122 yards in their season opener against Benedictine, but he also did some damage on the ground. He rushed 22 times for 124 yards. Talking about a dual threat quarterback. There you go, Lennox Brown.
Yeah, and he can take a shot. He took one from one of the Bronco linebackers after about a 5-yard gain, was able to fall forward. Again, 6'3", about 220 pounds. He's a big kid.
Brown's going to swing it out here. It's going to be caught there by Norton. Norton at the 5. He's going to be crushed over there at about the 3-yard line. Tackle is made in there by Hastings. Marcus Dustin is having a whale of a year so far for Hastings through the first 2 games. He's got 20 tackles and an interception. Sophomore kid out of Lincoln, Marcus Dustin.
4 first downs for Morningside all on this drive. They've taken it pretty much the length of the field, and they've got a 1st and goal.
There's a running play straight up the gut. They're not going to get there. They're going to be stopped at about the 2-yard line. Couple of Broncos getting up. They just run the inside handoff there. He's going to be stacked up. That was Trent Lane carrying the ball to about the Hastings 3-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down situation now. 2nd down and goal. The ball at the 3-yard line of Hastings. 2nd offensive possession of the ball game here for Morningside. They move the ball down here to the Hastings 3. Mustangs will put a couple of men over on the right side of the line now as they move from the left to the right. Now a man comes in motion. They're going to hand the ball away. That's going to be Trent Lane again. Lane taking the ball down to about the 1-yard line where he is brought down there. Going to bring up a 3rd down and goal situation now. 3rd down and goal from the Hastings just outside the 1-yard line.
Morningside 2 weeks ago, we're going to keep saying that last week deal. They were on a bye last week, but didn't have a lot of guys carry the football. They did have several guys on the stat charts as far as receiving numbers will go, but the guy a couple weeks ago, Ryan Cole, got the load of carries for Morningside.
There's a Brown up under center now for the first time. Calling the signals. He's going to hand the ball away. That's going to be straight ahead. That's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown. Caleb Williams will take the ball into the end zone for a touchdown for Morningside, and the Mustangs go out on top of Hastings by the score of 6-0. That's nothing new to us, is it?
No, we're used to that, but so far so good. Sometimes in the stage of a game against Morningside was 6-11 ago, we're down 21 or 28-0. We've held in there pretty good, exchanging blows. That was a nice, long, time-consuming drive, though, by Morningside, and they've got the 3-yard touchdown run.
Here comes the extra point. Ball is down. The kick is up, and the kick goes sailing through the uprights. It is good. So Morningside grabs the early lead. That was Bryson Wilkie adding the point after touchdown for Morningside. So the Mustangs grab the early lead here. Great Plains Athletic Conference football. The score, it is Morningside 7, Hastings College 0. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Rivals Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of all area athletes, teams, and coaches. Get to Rivals every day for lunch specials. Rivals is also cooking for your team, so stop in before or after the game and enjoy your favorite Rivals pizza, burger, or wings. Rivals, open daily at 11. Join the Rivals team today. Osborne Drive East in Hastings. Like us on Facebook to see what great specials we offer in happy hours. Rivals, your fun, laid-back sports bar with delicious food and ice-cold drinks.
ESPN Tri-Cities.
All right, Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here at Lloyd Wilson Field. Morningside has got the lead over Hastings. They score 7-0. Nice drive there from Morningside. We're down to 6 minutes and 11 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Now the Mustangs will kick off. Hastings will send a couple of guys back deep at the 10-yard line. Here comes the end-over-end kick against the wind. It's going to come down here, and the Broncos will signal for the 3rd catch down here at about the 19-yard line. So Broncos will get it. Nice job on the retrieval.
I tell you what, when we're a 2-man crew, the second guy, which is me, you end up doing a lot of other duties. So out of my chair, down in the stands, get the banner. The one that was flopping in the wind. We got her back up here. Safe retrieval. So now Hastings back out on offense. 6:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Broncos with 34 yards of total offense. We'll see what Coach Foz dials up here for the Morningside defense.
All right, Nappy is going to hand the ball away. They're going to run into a steel wall. Talking about Morningside, the last time they played against the Benedictine, they did not allow a whole lot rushing. How about 56 yards? 56 yards against the Benedictine.
Yeah, only 232 total yards, 166 through the air. And Brett Simonson getting the carry there again. Brett, he's banged up, no gain there for Hastings.
Now Nappy wants to throw under pressure, looks right, now looks left, comes back, he throws the ball down the sideline, incomplete, trying to get the ball to Brett Simonson. He says he was held, but the officials keep the flags in their pocket. It's an incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up a third down situation. Back in coverage, the linebacker Hayden Mendel. That's the matchup they wanted, a running back with Simonson and a linebacker for Morningside, Hayden Mendel, but they couldn't connect. It's an incomplete pass. Great coverage there by Mendel.
Yeah, it really was, because Brett's got some tremendous speed once he gets to the outside, and he was right in his hip pocket, knocked the football down. 3rd and 10 here for Hastings.
There's a Nappy who wants to throw again, throws it near side. The ball is caught by Wilborn here at the 40-yard line and popped out of bounds. Wilborn makes the reception. Knocked out of bounds by Dylan Walls, the quarterback out of Hazelwood, Missouri. That's a first down for the Broncos. Hastings will move the sticks. That's going to be the second first down here for Hastings. This is the second offensive possession for the Broncos. 7-0 is the score. Morningside has got the lead. Eli Nappy again from the gun is going to hand the ball away. That's going to be Josh Ray carrying the ball there as they give Brent a little breather here. Josh Ray moves the ball from the 40 to about the 42, pickup of 2. He's a little guy, 5'8", 181-pound freshman from Lecumbe, Louisiana.
Yeah, a little different style runner. He's really the slash and can really cut you apart defensively, and he's a tough guy to find coming through the line of scrimmage. He's way smaller than these offensive linemen, and if he gets a little seam, he can get some good yardage there. That was a pickup of 2, going to bring up a second down and 8.
Nappy has got the ball, going to run. There's a little shovel pass there. They go to the 45, maybe to the 46-yard line. A shovel pass to the tight end, Jake Bargan. Bargan, the sophomore out of Utica. So now he's going to get a rushing attempt there as Bargan will move the ball to the 45. I guess it's officially a shovel pass, so it'll go down as a reception there.
3 yards.
Just for your stat-keeping abilities there. Third down here. Third down, 5 yards to go. For Hastings, they've got the ball on their own 45-yard line. Nappy has got it. He wants to throw. Nappy looks left. Nappy is being pressured. Nappy is hit. Now he unloads it into the Bronco bench. I was waiting for the penalty flag to come out and did not, but Nappy, he was being pressured. A couple of guys on top of him back here at the 32-yard line. He just throws the ball into the Bronco bench.
Well, he did have a receiver. Wilburn was down here in the vicinity, so they're not going to get him for intentional grounding. But yeah, we go back to that catch that Wilborn had on the first down catch. That went through the hands of a defender. That was tough to focus on, but Ethan's had a good year today already with a couple catches, 23 yards coming into the ball game, 8 catches, 158. He's got 4 touchdowns on the season, so all into the game. He'll stand at the 30 to get this kick away.
All right, all is going to get into it. It's going to be a low hanger this time, but it's going to bounce picked up there at about the 15-yard line. Good special teams there by Hastings. They bring it to about the 17. That's where Morningside will start first down and 10. They've got the 7-0 lead. Checking on Boulder. 6 minutes to play. Third quarter. Colorado leading Nebraska 20-7. 20-7. Colorado out on top of Nebraska. That's going on in Boulder today. Big crowd out there. Place is a crazy place, they tell us.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. They've had plenty of stuff on social media. Colorado fans not very nice. But back there at Lloyd Wilson Field, Morningside with yet another possession, leading 7-0. They're going deep.
There's a pass that could be. Oh, they catch the ball down here at the Hastings College 45-yard line. That was the other quarterback in there, Jimmy. Cash Parker. He throws the ball downfield. There was a jump ball situation down here. They're going to give the possession to Morningside. Zach Norton fighting for the ball. He comes down with a long pass play down here to the 42 of Hastings. Holy smokes, the Cash Parker comes in and loads the ball downfield. A jump ball, and Norton comes down with it. Oh, now he's going to be sacked. Coming off the corner for Hastings. As Jaden Roberts came in on a blitz there. Jaden Roberts, the kid from Bellevue West, came out of nowhere and sacks the quarterback, Cash Parker. First sack of the ball game back here at the 48-yard line.
7-yard loss. Big defensive play there after the big reception of 41 yards into Bronco territory. Boy, already Norton with 62 yards on 4 receptions. Now Morningside will send 3 guys in motion across the far side of the field.
Yeah, they all line up on the left side of the formation. Parker, he wants to throw the ball. He does, and it's going to be caught here, but a short gain to about the 44-yard line. Cash Parker is 6'2", 185-pound freshman from Blue Springs, Missouri. He threw for 132 yards against Benedictine. He rushed 4 times in 25 yards. So a couple of good-looking quarterbacks here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, a redshirt sophomore, which is Lennox Brown, and a freshman. So what I mean is they will be around a while.
There's Parker. He wants to throw again. Unloads near side. It's going to be caught down here at the Hastings College 35-yard line, and then ridden back here. Ball is caught at the 35. That's Drew Sellen. Sellen, a sophomore out of Fremont, makes the reception there, but he's going to get a couple of yards shy of a first down here, Jimmy. It's 4th down. Interesting situation here. 4th down and 3 at the Hastings College 34-yard line.
Morningside already with 124 yards through the air, 43 on the ground as they look at a 4th down and 2.
Cash Parker in the gun. Parker waiting for the snap, and now he's going to change the play here at the line of scrimmage as he looks to the far sideline. We're down to 7 seconds on the play clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're going to finally burn a timeout. Oh, that's Steve Bryant. He's a tricky old dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
He lets the play clock expire here, and he calls the timeout here. They want to talk things over on 4th down and about 2 yards to go. We'll take a timeout, brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar, located on West 2nd Street, right across the street from the water park. We'll be back after this on ESPN. Field, Osborne Sports Complex, 4th down and a couple of yards to go here for Morningside, and I don't think Steve Ryan changed his mind at all here. The offense is still on the field.
No, you talk about Steve Ryan being tricky. In all the years of his coaching and your radio, he found out a way
to
avoid you.
To slip by me. Said he wasn't talking to the media this week.
Yeah, he's big time.
All right, 4th down. We'll call it 2 yards to go. Ball is sitting here at the Hastings 34-yard line.
They brought Brown back in the game, the running quarterback. Watch him on a keeper.
All right, Brown will send a man in motion. That's going to be Norton. Brown has got the ball. He throws it here to Norton. The ball is going to be caught here at the 29-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. They caught that one right in front of our quarterback, Kellen Robertus over here. That's good enough for a first down. They will move the stakes, and the offense stays on the field as they move the ball to the Hastings College 29-yard line.
Well, that's what I thought. They bring Brown in. They were going to run the football. They didn't, so now they bring in the other quarterback in Cash Parker now, and now we've got penalty flags. Morningside really confused. I believe an illegal substitution is going to be coming here.
Yeah, they had all kinds of guys on the field there. Here comes the call from our head man, Andrew Fitzke.
Illegal substitution, offense, number 89. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
All right, Andrew Fitzke, our white cap here today. That's going to bring up a 1st and 15 situation. 45 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. It's a 7-0 ball game. Morningside has got the lead. So it's a 1st and 15 now. Ball at the 34. Here's Brown. He wants to, no, that's the other guy back out there. Parker, he throws the ball into the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Josh Simmons. Goes a little bit too far. Boy, they keep the radio guys on their toes here with Parker and Brown alternating here.
Well, they both got about the equal amount of snaps a couple of weeks ago in that football game. I'm sure Steve Ryan's just fine the way both quarterbacks are operating right now. They both look worthy of a starting position. Second and long here. 3 wide receivers in formation here for Morningside.
They throw it out there. It's going to be caught. That's Salin with the ball. He sprints forward across the 30-25 down to the Bronco 21-yard line. So that's still going to be a couple of yards shy of a first down. But that's going to be the end, I do believe, of the first quarter. As time is winding down on a brand new scoreboard in the south end zone here. And time has expired. That is the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books this afternoon. Hastings College football action for you. 4th-ranked Morningside has got the lead over Hastings. Morningside 7, Hastings nothing. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN.
This Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings is celebrating 25 years.
All right, Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here at Lloyd Wilson Field. Where's the third member of our broadcast team? He's missing in action here today.
I don't know. I didn't receive a call, and I asked you the same thing when I got up here. And
Gino is missing.
He's disappeared. We may have to put an APB out for Gino, but Morningside comes back out, starts second quarter. They will have a 3rd and 3 ball at the Bronco 22-yard line. Mustangs lead 7-0.
All right, now they're heading to the end zone to the north here. Cash Parker in the gun here for Morningside. He wants to throw. He throws it to the far side. It's going to be caught and dropped. Should have been caught over there on the far sideline. Had it in his hands. That was Blake Brown who had it in his hands and dropped it down around the 10-yard line of Hastings. So incomplete pass. Now it's 4th down again.
Yeah.
That was a big drop, and now we'll see what Morningside obviously will go for it here on 4th down and 3.
Going to bring Brown back in, the bigger quarterback of the two. Everybody looks at their wristbands. This is already an 8-play drive, which started in the latter stages of the first quarter here. So Morningside 4th down again. They will go for it.
4th down at about 3. Empty backfield. Lennox Brown, 2 wide receivers to the right side. Quarterback draw. Brown has got the ball at the 20. Breaks outside 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Lennox Brown, he takes it on a quarterback draw from the 23-yard line on a 4th down situation. Nobody around for the Bronco defense.
Well, we talked about rushing yards by Brown a week ago, 124, and he had a touchdown. Had 22 carries, 124. And already for Brown, he has 3 carries and 36 yards, 23 more on that touchdown run on 4th down. That's the play I thought they were going to run at the end of the first quarter, where he was going to keep it and go off the right side. He does there. They'll hand it off on a 2-point conversion, and the Broncos will stuff him.
They go for, did they give him the touchdown? They got the 13 points on the board. Did they say he was out of bounds?
Well, I don't know how he was. He went into the end zone. They signaled for a touchdown.
No, now they take the points off of the board. So Morningside.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I thought he was clearly in the end zone, so did everybody else. That was a running play. So now it's going to bring up a 2nd down. Oh, the scoreboard's all messed up. So is everybody in the stands. 2nd down and goal now for Morningside from the 2-yard line. Here's a handoff. Now they plow into the end zone. Now still short. Boy, it's like I'm watching a different game here.
This is crazy.
Trent Lane, he goes forward, and they're going to say he is down before he got into the end zone. Now it's 3rd down and goal. The ball is inside the 1-yard line. So Brown stays in there at quarterback. Trent Lane is in the backfield. They're going to hand the ball away to him, and now he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown at the 13-19 mark. All right, so 13-19, they finally get the touchdown. They take it into the end zone. Trent Lane takes it in from 1 yard out.
I'm still confused on that. They signal for a touchdown down there. Well, then another referee come running in from the end zone. I don't understand. Anyway, Morningside gets the touchdown on the 2-yard run, and they will be attempting the PAT.
The ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick goes to the uprights. It is good. I thought it was funny that they would be going for a 2-point conversion with a 13-0 lead, but nevertheless, they get the job done here. They get officially a 1-yard touchdown run. The PAT is good, and Morningside has got the lead over Hastings. We got to kind of act like we've done this before. 14-0 is the score. Morningside has got the lead. You're listening to Bronco football on ESPN. All right, that was a 12-play, 82-yard drive for Morningside. Kind of bridging the first and second quarters here. Morningside has got a 2-score lead over Hastings, down 14-0 as they kick off, and it will go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hastings College will come back out. Hey, the official clothing sponsor of Extreme Sports is Pro Team Design of Grand Island, specializing in custom screen printing, embroidery, team uniforms, and online team stores. Pro Team Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island. Our buddy Roopster getting us looking good here today.
Yeah, we look sharp. Sharp-looking shirts.
Well, the shirts look good. I don't know
how sharp we are.
Yeah, how sharp we are.
Well, we just thought there was a touchdown, and 3 plays later, it ended up being one. So, ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hastings College trailing 14-0 here, just underway in quarter number 2.
All right, Nappy wants to throw, swings it out here. It's going to be caught at the 20. Simonson is going to be knocked out of bounds. Brent Simonson knocked out of bounds here by Hayden Mendel again, the linebacker. He's been in a handful of tackles already in this ball game. He's a kid out of Worthing, South Dakota. That's actually a 1-yard loss. And he stepped out of bounds here at about the 25. So it's 3rd down. 3rd down at 11. The ball sitting between the 24 and 25-yard line. 12:47 to play here in the first half. 14-0 is the score. So for the 3rd straight week, the Broncos fall behind. Here's an inside handoff that goes to Simonson. Simonson bounces his way across the 25 out to the 26-yard line. Hastings now looking at 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Hastings on 3rd down efficiency so far this year, 35%. They are 9 out of 26 on 3rd down conversions through the first 2 games this year.
Boy, and if you don't pick up the first down here, you've got to ask all to come in and punt in to this pretty stiff breeze out of the south. And then you give Morningside the football back again. We'll see what Coach Foz dials up. 3rd down and a long 9.
There's Nappy who wants to throw, sets up a little screen. Simonson has got the ball, slips a tackler, gets to the 25 to the 30. And he's going to be crushed right there at the 30-yard line. That's Malik Hampton on the stop, the safety from Wildwood, Missouri, making the stop. That's going to be far short of a first down, about 5 yards shy. And Hastings will now have to punt the football away. Now you look up, Jimmy, we're sitting at 14-0. And what you fear is dropping down 21-0 to Morningside. And it's not a team like we have seen in the past 2 weeks. They're not going to let us back in the game very easily.
No, not at all.
So dropping back deep here for Morningside is going to be Lakin Harnley. He averages about 8.5 a return, but he's not going to get that here as he is brought down almost immediately by the Broncos. Brendan Peterson, I think, was the guy down there in coverage for Hastings on the special teams just as he caught the ball. But Morningside in good field position here. They've got the ball at their own 37-yard line, moving right to left, south to north here in the second quarter of play.
Quickly, I'll give you some totals for that first quarter, brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare, located at 1021 West 14th Street in Hastings. Quickly, Morningside's out. They had 176 in the first quarter, 23 offensive plays, 53 for Hastings, and 13 offensive plays. First and 10 here at the 37 for the Stangs.
All right, Morningside with the ball back again. Inside handoff. This is going to be Cash Parker is back in there calling the signals there for Morningside. Inside handoff goes for a couple of yards. That's Trent Lane again, the junior running back out of Heflin, Alabama. They just keep bringing them in off of the sidelines, don't they?
Yeah, they're
shuttling a bunch of guys in here.
Loaded.
Here's a second down situation. In fact, they say they lost a yard in that last play as they put the nose of the football right at the 36, so second down and 11. Here's Parker. He wants to throw. He's got time. He airs it out here. It's going to be incomplete. Throws in a double coverage. Zach Norton was the intended receiver. Good job by the Broncos on defense.
Boy, Morningside had a guy that took the two patterns, kind of crisscrossed. The pattern he was going at with Norton, he was in double coverage, as he should be. He has put up 70 yards on 6 catches already against Hastings, but they had a wide receiver that cut it to the inside right in the middle of the hash marks, and he broke away from his defender. He was open. If the young quarterback Parker would have found him, he'd still be running into the cemetery. As that falls incomplete, going to bring up third down now on 11. Ball at the 38 of Morningside.
Parker has got the ball. Parker wants to throw, throws it near side, incomplete, threw it behind his intended receiver. Norton was the intended receiver there. Hastings back in coverage had Jaden McCall, our quarterback, sophomore kid from Sierra Vista, Arizona. So the Broncos, good job on defense that time. They go 3 and out. The Broncos will get the ball back. And we'll see what kind of field position we get here as Morningside is going to have the wind to their back here to punt this football away.
Justin McGilly got averaging 45.5 yards. Will do the punting duties here.
Stands at his own 21-yard line, waiting for the snap. Right on the money. He gets it away. Good high spiraling kick. Hastings will grab the ball here at the 15 as they call for the fair catch, and that's where Hastings will have the ball.
Bit of a juggling act at the 15-yard line.
Ethan Krominga back there for Hastings.
Yeah, Krominga kind of got put in after the fumble in Peru. He was put into action. He's been back there now ever since, as the Bronco offense will trot out again. 26 yards through the air, 27 on the ground for Hastings in that first quarter. Brett Simonson's getting a workout. Wow, look at this empty backfield. Four wideouts to the right side of the formation. That's Wilborn to the far side.
From the 15 of Hastings, the Broncos are trailing 14-0. There's a pass that's going to be thrown behind the intended receiver.
Cheetah.
Deshaun Wright, the intended receiver. He was covered up. Double coverage there on Deshaun Wright. Yeah, who do you pick the double here? Wilborn or Deshaun?
Well, Jashawn's good to have him back in the lineup. He was in street clothes a week ago up in Mitchell. We sure like to have him out on the field because at any given time he gets the ball in his hands, he could go distance. But that was not a very good pass there by our quarterback.
Nappy wants to throw, dumps it away here to Simonson, and he's going to be ridden out of bounds there by Mendel again, the linebacker. That was a pickup of only about 2 yards in the play. Now Hastings 3rd down and 8. Our 3rd down situations have not been very healthy, have they?
No.
It's been a tough 3rd down to pick up here. 3rd down and 8.
Got to bring Simonson all the way to the near side of the field. He's going to be the wideout over here. He's got 3 catches, just 7 yards in this football game, and the snap comes back to Nappy.
And he throws it across the middle, and the man is drilled.
That's Wilborn. Wow, that's a big hit.
He is drilled as he was coming across the middle there. It's an incomplete pass. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, in Morningside, one thing they don't lack each and every year, but when you win, you can be chatty catties. And that shot there was from Linnell Boyd Jr. He's got 2 interceptions in that first game. He had both of them, and he's the one that laid the shot on Wilborn. And he just stayed right about 2 yards away, and he kept walking and jawing at him. I could see they had a little conversation going on in there. So all will stand at about the 2-yard line to get this away and look at the field position. Morningside is looking to get.
Harnley is back here at the 50-yard line. They're going to kick it over his head, though.
Good punt.
Bounces at the 42, bounces across the 40, and it's going to roll out of bounds in front of the Bronco bench down around the 35-yard line. Give him a kick of 50 yards on the play there by All, so gets us out of a little bit of a jam here. Morningside will come back out on offense from their own 35. Morningside with the lead here over Hastings. Mustangs ranked number 4 in the country. Morningside with a 2-yard touchdown run in the first quarter and a 1-yard touchdown run, capping a 12-play, 82-yard drive in quarter number 2. Both extra points right through the pipes, 14-0. Third straight week, the Broncos have trailed by 14 points or more. There's a pass that's going to be caught, dropped,
what a catch.
And juggled. I think he came down with it. We'll see what the officials say here.
Yeah. He caught it. Going to be a loss of 2, but he caught it right. It was tipped by a couple different players down there, and then he made a great reception, but a 2-yard loss. That was R.J. McMyers got in there and made a big shot on Lennox Brown, the quarterback, but just barely got it away. 2nd down and 12 with the loss of 2 on the reception.
There's a Lennox Brown going to hand the ball away. That's Williams. Williams takes it to the 42-yard line. There's going to be brought down there by the Broncos. That's R.J. McMyers downfield to make the stop there. They're going to spot the football at the 39-yard line. So it's 3rd down here for Morningside. 3rd down at about 6 yards to go. Again, they shuffle some players. A few clouds rolling into the area, taking away our bright sunshiny skies we had at the beginning of the ball game here today.
Be the warmest day now for a few days. Looking at the long-range forecast, going to cool off here in the Hastings area.
That's Williams going in motion to the far side. Brown wants to throw, throws it across the middle. It's caught at the 50, slips a tackler. 45 to the 40 of Hastings to the 35-yard line. Reception is made there by Josh Simmons. Simmons shakes a couple of would-be tacklers and takes the ball down inside Bronco territory down here at the 36. Now Morningside quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
That is the 9th first down for Morningside here in this football game.
Brown throws it to the far side. It's going to be caught over there across the 35 to the 30, and he's run out of bounds. That's going to be Zach Norton again on the reception. Now look at Morningside turn up the steam here a little bit, Jimmy. They're going with a quickened pace here as they got the Broncos back on the ropes here. 1st and 10 for Morningside to pick up another first down here at the Hastings 26-yard line.
First down number 10, and for Norton, 82 yards, 7 receptions, 12 on that passing catch to the 25.
Brown wants to throw the ball again. He does to the near side. It's got the 20 to the 15 down the sideline and popped out of bounds down around the 10. That reception is made by Drew Sullen. Boy, they just got so many weapons. Their wide receivers are very speedy, Jimmy. They can catch the ball.
Well, they've got a plethora of players that they can insert. We've seen a lot go by the wayside in graduation, and Joe Dolenchek was the quarterback that was around there for a million years. It seemed like, boy, they've got 2 young kids in there, and they are able to operate that offense.
There's Brown. He's going to take the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. They fake the ball to Caleb Williams, and Brown pulls it back out of his gut. He takes it around the left end, and he goes into the end zone for a score.
12-yard touchdown run off left side. Again, they had the Bronco defense on their heels there. Nobody was able to contend the quarterback Brown on that one. Brown's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, and just that quick, it's 20-0. PAT pending here from Bryson Wilkie.
All right, he will come in there, 20-0. Morningside with a lead, high snap. The kick is up, And the kick goes slicing in there. It is good. Didn't hit that one much, but just inside the left upright. And what we feared here, Broncos are trailing by 3 scores against the 4th-ranked team in the country. We'll take a break. Morningside 21, Hastings nothing. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN. Here in Hastings, Bronco football for you today on ESPN Radio. 23-7 Colorado out on top of Nebraska just starting the 4th quarter. 23-7 Colorado. Here comes the kickoff for Morningside. They've got a 21-0 lead over Hastings. The Broncos will bring the ball back. That's Krominga bringing the ball back for Hastings across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. That's where Hastings will start. So the Broncos not much offensively so far in this ball game. That last drive for Morningside will put it down as a 6-play, 67-yard drive. So their last 2 drives, Jimmy, 12 plays, 82 yards. That was 6 plays, 67 yards. And another long drive to start the ball game in the first quarter, and they've scored 3 times.
They're getting close to 300 yards of total offense as well in the first half of action.
All right, so now the Broncos will come back out. We have not done too much offensively. Nappy's going to throw the ball down the left sideline, and that ball is going to be dropped. They're trying to get it to Wilborn. Good coverage there by Morningside as they were wrestling for the ball, but it comes squirting loose, and it's going to go down as an incomplete pass. What are the numbers on Nappy so far? He's having a so-so day for Hastings to this point.
6 of 13, just 33 yards. Wilborn leads all receivers, 2 catches, 23 yards. They tried to get it down deep to him again. That was Malik Hampton over there. And again, Wilborn had to just play the defender to knock that one to the turf.
All right, so it's 2nd down and 10. Nappy brings the ball down. Nappy's under pressure, rolls left side, holds it. Now he's going to run with a 25-30. Nappy out to the 35-yard line before he is brought down there. Nappy, good run on the scramble. Tackle is made by Braden Cleaton, the sophomore out of Monticello, Iowa, making the stop there for the Morningside defense. Going to be, I think, just a hair shy of a first down. We'll call it 3rd down and about a half a yard to go. Now what do we got?
Yeah, I'm not sure what. There's a penalty flag on the far side now. I see it setting at about the 45-yard line. So we'll see what this is. This is all about. I was going to give you a stat here in just a second. Mike, we'll let our white cap sort this out.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Don't keep us hanging here. Andrew Fitzke is working into position, pushes the button, and gives us the call here.
Holding. Defense, number 45. 10 yards. First down, Hastings College. Please set the game clock to 7 minutes and 2 seconds.
All right, I'll get that done for you, buddy.
Third first down of the game for Hastings, that via the penalty. But Hastings with 35 yards on the ground, and our leading ball carrier is our punter.
Really?
Punter, yes. 24-yard run by Sam Hall. I've been doing this enough years. If you've got to look at your punter to be the leading ball carrier, your chances aren't very good.
Means we're not rushing the ball very well.
No, we have had an awful time. Simonson with just 3 carries for 1 yard.
All right, so 1st and 10 here for Hastings on the penalty. Now Nappy's going to take another shot downfield. Now our receiver falls down. I think he just tripped over those own feet there.
Yeah.
Wilburn was the intended receiver, but he goes tumbling down at the 20-yard line. No penalty flag, so Wilburn just lost his footing down there running down the field.
Evidently him and the defender stayed up, and it hit him in a bad spot, right in the number. right in the number 2. It hit him right in the breadbasket. He dropped it. Hastings dodges a bullet there. They'll look at a 2nd down and 10 here. Ball at the 45-yard line. 6:55 left to go till halftime.
Yeah, Broncos got to get something going here offensively. Got to get on the board. There's a pass that's going to come to the near sideline. That was a broken pattern there. As a Nappy throws it into the Bronco bench.
Well, they had Will Austin and also Duncan Fouts over in the area, but neither one of them were close.
No, Fouts, he was running down the sideline. Nappy threw it to the sideline, about the 10-yard shy of where Fouts was at. So that was a busted play. 3rd down here, 3rd down and 10. Hastings with the ball on their own 45-yard line. They're trailing by a score of 21-0 in this ball game. Nappy wants to throw again. Nappy across the middle. That one is overthrown. And that was Jay Sean Wright, the intended receiver. But boy, they got to remember he's only 5'6" and not 6'6".
That's exactly right. And Lionel Boyd Jr., the defensive back, made a big shot on Cheetah. He bounces up, and then they proceeded to exchange in pleasantries.
No, Jay Sean's not going to take any crap from anybody.
Well, he can run away from anybody.
Yeah.
He's one of them guys you lip off and then you just let him run away because nobody can catch him. So all back in the football game to punt away, going to have to put his foot on ice at the end of this ball game.
All right, he's kicked us in. He had a run earlier. Ball is going to be brought down by a Hartley down here at the 9-yard line, and he's snowed under.
Yeah, good coverage on the punt team.
Lakin Hartley receiving that one. Probably should have let that ball bounce. Hastings had good coverage down here, and Hartley is spun down like a top down here at the 9-yard line. So the Mustangs have got the ball back once again. 6 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in the first half. 21-0. Morningside has got the lead.
Morningside don't slow down. I'm going to have to dig out another pass chart. They've already thrown it 21 times. I've got 44 on my sheet, but I can see what's going to happen. Steve Ryan always screws me up each and every year.
All right, here comes Lennox Brown, the runner back in there. Lennox Brown, the play action pass, a pass across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Hartley, the intended receiver. Hastings with a good coverage. Marcus Dustin back there in coverage, but now we got a penalty flag back upfield here at about the 13-yard line.
Might be in the area of a hold.
So our referee again, Andrew Fitzke, will make the call for us with 6:33 to play here in the first quarter. 21-0 is the score. Morningside is marching back, so obviously it's a penalty here against the Stangs.
Talking to Kyle Settles down on the sideline. So obviously, again, Morningside's all the way back inside the 5.
Ineligible man downfield. Offense, number 54. Half the distance to the goal. Replay. First down.
All right, so one of the linemen downfield illegally. 6:33 to play here in the first half. 21-0. Morningside has got the lead. Lennox Brown is standing in his own end zone as he waits for the snap, claps his hands, fakes the ball. Now Brown's going to run it 5 out to the 6 where he's tripped up there. Brown goes down. It's a short game. R.J. McMyers into the stop there for Hastings on defense. They got a little bit of the penalty yardage back. They're looking at 2nd down now. 2nd down and 11 yards to go. Morningside up to the line of scrimmage here. Brown is going to hand the ball away. That's going to be Caleb Williams carrying the ball there to about the 10. So a short pickup. Now it's 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Now we got to make a stop here. 3rd down and 9. We've got Morningside pinned back here to their own 10-yard line. Just by the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter from the Osborne Sports Complex, Lloyd Wilson Field this afternoon. Good crowd on hand, but they haven't had a whole lot to cheer about on this side of the field yet. Good crowd down from Sioux City as well. They were tailgating earlier today over in the visitors parking lot. Still at the line of scrimmage, 3 seconds on the clock. Now they snap the ball. There's a Brown back to his own goal line. He's still got the ball. Now he scrambles to the far side. Still, he's got it. 10 to the 15, spins away, and he gets the ball across the 20 to the 21-yard line and a first down. So there we go. We had Morningside in a 3rd and 9. Jimmy backed up in their own territory, and we let the quarterback scramble for the 9 yards plus. They get a fresh set of downs. Morningside has got the ball at the 20.
12th first down of the half, 6 carries and 55 yards for Lennox Brown. And that one there, that's just a mismatch. Once he was forced out of the pocket, Lathan Shaw was trying to play catch up, but that wasn't going to happen. He turned the corner, picked up 12.
Brown now wants to throw it to the far sideline. It's incomplete. Jaden Roberts over there in coverage for Hastings. Also Robertus. The intended receiver was Drew Sellen for Morningside, but great job on the Broncos defense there. Denying that ball is going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Clock is stopped at the 4:42 mark of this first half. 21-0. Morningside has got the lead. Brown in the gun here with a couple of wide receivers split out to the left side. Ball is on the far side hash mark. They hand the ball away. Williams has got it. Breaks outside the numbers onto the sideline to the 25 and popped out of bounds at the 26 or 27 yard line. So Morningside again looking at a 3rd down situation. Other games going on in the conference today. Dakota Wesleyan is playing at Doane. Briarcliff is at Midland. Concordia at Jamestown. Morningside here against Hastings, and Mount Marty is at Dort. Tonight, non-conference game. Northwestern will play in Des Moines against the Drake Bulldogs. 3rd down here. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Hastings on defense here. Morningside backs up. Brown has got the ball, wants to air it out. It's going to be overthrown. Intended receiver was Salin there in the center of the field. Incomplete. Back in coverage was Jaden McCall for Hastings. Now the Broncos will get the ball, so we hold them on 3rd down, and Morningside will be in punt formation here on 4th down and 4 yards to go. Mustangs have the lead over the Broncos. It's 21-0.
And Miguel got back into the football game again, averaging 45.5. He's a good one. Pretty good sized boy back there punting. He'll get the snap at about the 11-yard line and get this off.
Kremenga is back for Hastings at his own 20. There's the kick. Kremenga looks up. He's going to grab the ball at the 30, and he's going to be brought down at the 30. Good job of the special teams there by Morningside. Down there was Dylan Gray. Gray, a reserve linebacker out of Lincoln, down in special teams to make the stop, so the Broncos will have it with 3:51 to play.
It's just mind-blowing over all the years that we have done this. There is no part of the game that Morningside is weak on, and that comes with, I guess, winning 3 national championships and being very successful each and every year on the football field. All boils down to probably that Northwestern Morningside game again. Each and every year. They'll play later on this year, but good punt coverage. No gain there, and Hastings will have another shot at it here with 3:51 left to go till half.
All right, Eli Nappy has got the ball. Eli Nappy steps up, and Nappy throws it. Let's wait for the flag. No way. He gets rid of it. Nobody around it.
Cheetah was over there.
I think Cheetah was talking to Steve Ryan. Yeah, he was nowhere near that ball. Anyway, it's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that is the 5th consecutive incomplete pass. But again, Nappy has had no time. Again, offensive line is really struggling against this defensive front 4 of Morningside. They've haven't had to blitz that many times. They're just that good. They're getting through there. So now Hastings will have 3 wide outs to this side, 1 to the other side. Far side of the field, that's Wilborn.
Nappy looks left. Now he comes back right, sets up a little screen. Simonson with the ball at the 35. Simonson to the 40, and he's tripped up there. But he's going to have enough for a first down. Tripped up by Malik Hampton, the safety. But Brent Simonson on the little screen pass is going to pick up the first down for Hastings. And the Broncos get a fresh set of downs here with 3.5 to go here in the second quarter.
4th time the band has got to play on a first down there. That was a 13-yard pass and catch to Simonson for Brett. That is his 4th reception of the afternoon, 23 yards.
2 wide receivers to the left side, 1 wide receiver to the right. Pistol set here for your quarterback, Eli Nappy. Going to have Brett in the backfield right behind him. Now he switches over to the left side of the quarterback, and he's going to get the ball. He gets the call across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's Colton Dreeth in the stop. First tackle for him today. Colton Dreeth, senior from Storm Lake, Iowa, had a couple of stops in their season opener against the Benedictine. Pickup there of about 4 yards. Second down and 6. Hastings with the ball on their own 46. There's Josh Ray into the ball game, and he's going to be stacked up. Boy, just tougher than nails here against the Morningside rush defense. Again, they gave up only 56 yards in the ball game against Benedictine to start their season.
Hastings now with 40 yards. 40 yards of rushing offense, 24 from our punter on the fake punt. I was going to mention that it's good to see Simonson with the compression socks on with the injury that I seen last week through a text message. That is awful.
That was an injury that he got in the season opener at Peru State. There's a pass across the middle. It's going to be caught there at the 45-yard line of Morningside and drugged down to the 40. Nice catch by our tight end, Jake Bargan. That's his third reception, Jimmy, of the year. We can go 3 years and our tight ends don't have 3 receptions.
I know, but he's a big target, and that was right in the middle of that Morningside defense. You had to be wondering when the shot was going to come, but Bargan, a big-bodied kid, he's tough. Caught it right in the middle, took a big shot, but picks up 14 and a first down. Now they got the football at the 40 of Morningside.
Yeah, Bargan, a kid out of Utica, Nebraska. Eli Nappy wants to throw again, throws it across the middle. There he is again down here at the 20-yard line. He goes up and grabs the ball, and he's brought down to 20. Again, Eli Nappy finds a tight end, Jake Bargan, for his 4th reception of the year.
33 yards now on 2 catches for Bargan, that one for 19 yards, and the 6th first down for Hastings as they continue on the march. You know how they do that on the sidelines? They keep doing this. Feed me. Keep feeding the tight end. He's hot.
No doubt about it. Hastings looking for some points here.
Going to be timeout. Hastings coming here.
Yeah, Matt wants to talk things over as we're thinking points with 1 minute and 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Hastings has found something here with back-to-back receptions by our tight end, Jake Bargan. We'll take a break here, brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar, located on West 2nd Street in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. We'll be back after this on ESPN. Field 21-0 is the score. Morningside has got the lead, but Hastings on the move here. Thanks to our tight end, Jake Bargan, back-to-back receptions here for Bargan. And now Hastings has got the ball down here at the Morningside 21-yard line, thinking points here before we get into the locker room. This would be huge for Hastings.
No, it would be really big. And Bargan now with 3 receptions. He had one early in this ballgame of 3, so 3 catches and 36 yards for Bargan. Here's a first down call just outside the red zone at the 21.
All right, Nappy is going to run the option. The pitch back comes here to Simonson. Simonson to the 20, and he's crushed out of bounds. Simonson is brought down out here.
Boy, and that ain't good. The guy we just been talking about, Jake Bargan, down here. I don't know if they know that he's down. He's laying over here just past the box.
He's on the sideline.
He took a helmet from Simonson when he was coming over. He was trying to block for him. Well, Brett got forced to the sidelines, and boy, he's in some pain. They're going to get him up.
Looks like he's going to be
maybe just
all right.
knock the wind out of him. He took a shot right into the rib cage, so I think that's what it was. So going to bring up second down. A gain of 1 by Brett. Second down and 9.
Ball is at the 20-yard line now of Morningside. Nappy wants to throw. Nappy gets his arm hit, and he's hit. The ball is loose. It's picked up by Morningside. Is this a live ball? Morningside has got to the 25-yard line. Is this going to be a fumble? Hastings is saying his arm was in motion. That ball was picked up by Morningside and returned to the 25-yard line. We'll have to see what the officials say here. Broncos say Nappy's arm was moving forward on the play, and it was just an incomplete pass. We'll see. Hopefully the officials will agree here.
Hayden Mendel was the guy that got in there and got the hand on the arm of Eli Nappy. I believe it was. I believe it was going forward. He was trying to get the ball downfield. That was Wilborn down at around the goal line. That obviously never got there, and here comes the decision. Bronco offense is staying.
Is an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down for Hastings College. Please put the game clock to 1 minute and 5 seconds. 1:05.
All right, so we kind of win that one. Incomplete pass. Nappy's arm moving forward. 1:05 to play here in the second quarter. Hastings 3rd down and 9 now. From the Morningside 20-yard line. Nappy with an empty backfield. Nappy wants to throw. He does into the end zone. And looked like Wilburn was being held in the play. But the ball was thrown behind him a little bit. And it's an incomplete pass. And now Hastings will have to go for a possible 3-pointer here.
Yeah, Ethan was cutting it to the center of the field towards the pipes. And the ball was thrown to his back shoulder. He tried to make the adjustment and get to it, but wasn't able to. So now we've got our kicker in there featuring
Casper Fyan.
Fyan, that's right.
I know you're not good in those English names.
No.
Casper Fyan, a 37-yard field goal. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Kick is good. Casper Fyan will get us on the scoreboard here. 1 minute exactly to play in the second quarter as he hits a 37-yard field goal. We'll take a break with a score. Morningside 21, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Football. Lloyd Wilson Field got soccer coming up tonight here. Men's soccer, Mid-America Nazarene going to be in town to take on Hastings in soccer beginning at 5:30. Women's soccer team playing this afternoon at Tabor down in Kansas at 2:30. And we've got volleyball behind us beginning at 3 today. That'll feature the Bronco volleyball team against Mount Marty. So kind of a busy day here on campus. Broncos on the board. 21-3 is the score now. Here comes the kick. It's going to be one of those high kicks to the near sideline. It's going to be grabbed here. Fair catch is called for. Cooper King, a reserve linebacker, grabs the ball there for Morningside. He makes the catch, and that's where Morningside will start right around the 30-yard line.
Pick your poison. You can stay plugged in here, or I'll help you carry, and we'll go across to the gym.
Yeah? A little volleyball action.
Yeah.
Beginning at 3 today.
You got to start somewhere.
Spike.
Bump set spike. That's all you got to worry. And serve.
Yeah. Maybe we ought to try our luck someday, huh?
I don't know.
First and 10 here for Morningside. 21-3 is the score now. The Mustangs have got the lead. The Broncos finally get on the board on a 37-yard field goal. There's the ball. It's going to be caught and dropped. One of those little bubble screens trying to set that baby up. It was caught and dropped. So second down and 10 yards to go.
That's Cash Parker in there now for Morningside. They've run 2 quarterbacks pretty much all half. They really haven't had too many times they've gone downfield. They've thrown a lot of the little screen passes over to the side. That's where they've hurt the Broncos, getting blockers out in front.
Here's a pass that's going to be intercepted at the 40-yard line for Hastings. At the 35 down to 30. Intercepting the ball is Marcus Dustin. That's his second interception of the year. And that's what Hastings needed there, Jimmy. A big turnover. Hastings now with the ball down here at the Morningside 30. Tremendous pressure on the quarterback, Cash Parker. I think his arm might have been hit as well. But Marcus Dustin picks off the ball for Hastings and returns it to the 30 great opportunity now for Hastings.
Second interception on the season for Cash Parker. And that was Caden Egger coming from the outside. They dialed it up. He got in there on his backside and hit him right as he threw the football. And that was a short arm. Plenty of time here for Hastings at the Morningside 30.
Eli Nappy back in there. He throws the ball. That's Cheetah with the ball. Cheetah at the 25. Breaks onside 20, and he steps forward to about the 18. I don't know if there's a faster guy around, is there, Jimmy? That guy, that cat there can get up and down the field.
13-yard gain. It was only about a 2-yard pass, but he was able to get around. He got one block, and Moe was banging the ball when he went out of bounds because he knew if he could have just got around the corner there, that was the distance. He has got a tremendous burst of speed. He can shift gears quicker than a drag racer.
Did you see his footwork?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
He'd be good on the dance floor, I'll bet.
Oh, I'll bet he is.
All right, 1st and 10 here for Hastings. They've got the ball down here at the 18-yard line of Morningside. High snap. Nappy brings it down. He throws it into the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. Threw it there in the corner of the end zone. That was a Wilborn, the intended receiver there for Hastings. Back in coverage for Morningside that time. I think that was Dylan Walls over there for the Mustangs.
Good thing we've got a halftime break that I could tape down more sheets, one for each team. We are at 49 passes between the two teams right now. Hastings has thrown for 103. Morningside's thrown for 186. Hastings looks at a 2nd down and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. Now we're going to have timeout, I believe, Hastings. Yeah, Matt right down there with the official.
All right, Hastings will call the timeout. Brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar. Located on West 2nd Street in Hastings. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Bronco Football. All right, Colorado leading Nebraska in the 4th quarter, 29-7. The update from Boulder, they got about 7 minutes to play. 29-7 Buffs over the Huskers.
Good news, we'll get to see another week of Dion on all the networks and all the channels. We coming.
But I can't see him on ESPN because they're blacked out all of a sudden. Anyway, here's a pass across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. There's a penalty flag down, a late penalty flag. Nappy goes across the middle there. Duncan Fouts was the intended receiver. He was calling for a hold, and his plea is going to be answered here as the late penalty flag comes in from the back judge. It will have some words with the head man here, and we will make the call. Hastings drive will stay alive here. 34 seconds to play in the 2nd quarter. 21-3 is the score.
The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic, 1st down.
Yeah, big shot there on Duncan Fouts, the tight end, as we went downfield. That is the 5th penalty on Morningside this half. I'll have to check the official stats here at halftime if we can get some delivered to us. I don't have Hastings for a penalty. It's pretty disciplined football.
That's pretty good. We'll take that. All right, 1st down and goal. Hastings with the ball down here at the Morningside 5-yard line. Nappy wants to throw. Now he's going to run it. Slides through one tackler. He's at the 5-yard line, still on his feet. Breaks loose at the 4. He's at the 3. He's into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Hastings. What a run. That's one that you'll see on the highlights. A great run. He was hit 5 or 6 times, Jimmy, and busted loose, and all of a sudden he squirts out of the pile and takes it into the end zone for the score. And the Broncos are back within a 21-9 score.
5-yard touchdown run, but he was like a pinball. He just kept getting beat around by Morningside defenders. That was very, very poor tackling by Morningside. He took it off to the near side, clear out by the numbers, ended up getting it across the goal line inside the hash marks, and the PAT off the upright by Fyan, our kicker. He's going to be 6 of 7 now on extra points, but boy, what a great effort there by Eli Nappy on the 5-yard touchdown run.
So Hastings with a field goal and now a touchdown here in the final stages of the second quarter. That looks better. 26 seconds to play now in the second quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Morningside 21, Hastings College 9. All right, back here, 26 seconds to play in the second quarter. Is now a 21-9 score. Morningside has got the lead over Hastings. So we get the 37-yard field goal, and we get a 5-yard touchdown run from Eli Nappy following an interception, and the Broncos back into the ball game here. 21-9, Morningside with a lead.
Nappy's second touchdown on the season on the ground. Nappy on the day, 3 carries, just 10 yards, giving 5 on that touchdown run. Is flying into the football, and it'll come down at the 10.
Return quickly back up to the center of the field, now breaking outside to the 20, 25-30, and brought down at about the 31-yard line. That's Lakin Harnley returning the ball for Morningside. Hastings, the defense trots back out there, 18 seconds to play here in the second quarter. 21-9, Morningside has got the lead. Next week, Jimmy, Jamestown is coming to town. You had them a week early, and they decided to postpone their trip by 1 week. And now Morningside is going to just fall on it here and end this first half of play as they're kind of in their victory formation. They'll take a knee, and that's going to be the end of the first half of play.
Talked to Coach before the game. I said, did that work last week? He said, no, had it going all the way till the buses showed up, and they all got out with their maroon on, and says, oh, we're not playing Jamestown. Yeah, what a deal that was.
All right, we finally have reached halftime here. A long first half with a bunch of passes being thrown in the first half. We'll check numbers. We've got some scores coming up for you during our halftime break. 21-9 is the score. Morningside has got the lead. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Cancer Center is a special place because of the staff that we have here.
The most compassionate group of people I have ever met.
We're seeing people in their really more vulnerable periods of life, and we owe it to them to connect.
Good.
Yes, we are a bank. Keeping your money safe and secure is something we take very seriously. We are also serious about knowing your banker by name. Owned by families to serve families. Making decisions locally. Yes, we're a bank, but we are the better bank.
Tom Dinsdale Automotive is celebrating our 20th anniversary. 20 years of building lifelong relationships. 20 years of providing superior customer experiences. 20 years of supporting the community. For 20 years, we've been building trust and loyalty by treating every customer like family on every visit. We're proud to serve Grand Island and the surrounding areas. Thank you for 20 great years, and we look forward to many more. Help us celebrate 20 years of service. Stop in today.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Hastings College Crimson Spirit Dance Team.
and gentlemen, Hastings College and the Hastings College Department of Music and Theater proudly presents the 2023 Marching Bronco Band. This afternoon, the Bronco Band will be performing their show, Pirates of the Caribbean. Join us as Captain Jack Sparrow takes us on an adventure across the high seas on the Black Pearl, featuring the music of Klaus Bedelt. Under the field direction of Drum Major Kendall Green, the Marching Bronco Band begins this afternoon's performance with Part 1, Fogbound, The Medallion Calls, and The Black Pearl. To continue our halftime performance, we continue our search for treasures of Cortez with the ancient Aztec blood ritual, followed by a swift journey to Pirates Cave. marching Bronco band concludes this afternoon's performance with Jack Sparrow escaping from Fort Charles and the kiss between Elizabeth Swan and William Turner in a gorgeous love theme. And back to the swashbuckling theme for Jack Sparrow himself. After all, he is a pirate. Let's hear it for the 2023 Marching Bronco Band. Our color guard is choreographed by Hastings College student Rachel Smith. The Bronco Band is under the direction of Dr. Louis Eckhart. Dr. Jed Blodgett serves as the drumline instructor. The Hastings College Department of Music and Theater thanks the Hastings College Administration, Board of Trustees, and you, the fans, for the continued support of great music making at Hastings College. It's a great day to be a Bronco.
As we look at the halftime statistics for Morningside, team totals, they rushed the ball 21 times for 93 yards. They were 16 of 27 with one interception from the air for 181 yards. 48 total plays, 274 yards. For the Broncos, they rushed the ball 11 times for 53 yards. They were 10 of 26 through the air for 88 yards. 37 total plays for 141 yards. Individually, for Morningside, Lennox Brown is 10 of 15 through the air for 111 yards. Cash Parker, 6 of 12 through the air for 70 yards and an interception. Rushing, leading rusher is Lennox Brown, 7 carries for 57 yards and a touchdown. Trent Lang has 8 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. KJ Williams, 5 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown. And Cash Parker, 1 carry for -6 yards. Receiving, Zach Norton has 8 catches for 83 yards. Josh Simmons, 1 catch for 25 yards. Blake Brown, 1 catch for 20 yards. Lakin Hartley, 1 catch for 8 yards. Dion Walls, 1 catch for 12 yards. And Drew Sellon, 4 catches for 33 yards. Justin McGillicott, the punters, punted 3 times. He's averaged 40.6 yards per punt. For the Broncos, Eli Nappy was 10 of 26 through the air for 88 yards. Rushing, Sam Hall, 1 carry for 27 yards. Eli Nappy, 3 carries for 17 yards and a touchdown. Josh Ray, 2 carries for 3 yards, and Brett Simons, 5 carries for 6 yards. Receiving, Jay-Sean Wright, 1 catch for 13 yards. Ethan Wilborn, 2 catches for 23 yards. Jake Bargan, 3 catches for 35 yards. And Brett Simons, 4 catches for 17 yards. Casper Feehan, the field goal kicker, is 1 for 1 for 37 yards. Punting, Sam Hall punted the ball 5 times. He's averaged 40 yards a punt. Again, your halftime score is Morningside 21, your Broncos 9.
Let's go, RJ. Come on, boys. Broncos, come on, guys!
Hastings College at the Osborne Sports Complex. Lloyd Wilson Field 21-9 is the score. The 4th-ranked team in the nation. Morningside has got the lead over Hastings. Well, the halftime speech was probably pretty much the same here. We're down, guys, but we still got 30 minutes to play.
Well, the thing is, Hastings getting the football back again. They won the toss at the beginning of the game. They deferred. So we're going to have a couple of guys back deep, going to be moving north to south. Here at Lloyd Wilson Field, the winds have really kind of subsided. You look at the flags in the north end zone there, and they're pretty much lifeless. So Morningside getting ready to kick off. And, yeah, just hang on, hang on. We're the best overtime winning percentage team in the country right now.
All right, so we got Krominga dropping back deep, and we've got
a sack of balls.
Yeah, they're moving the sack of balls from the Hastings sidelines to the Morningside sidelines for some reason. Anyway, the ball boy decided he'd be on the other side for the second half.
Evidently. He must want some sun.
So Josh Ray is back with Krominga. He's back here at the 10-yard line. 21-9 is the score. As the Broncos scored 9 points in the final minute of the first half of play to pull within striking distance here. And Hastings receiving the opening kick to begin the second half. We'll see if we can get something going offensively as they get into the football to begin the third quarter. It's an end-over-end kick. And it's going to come down to Krominga at the 7-yard line. Quickly back to the 15, 20, 25. Look out, 30. Oh, he's tripped up at the 30-yard line, and he had nothing but green turf ahead of him. Somebody has finally got their hands up there and tripped down to Krominga as he was coming toward the near sideline. So the Broncos will start 1st and 10 in pretty good field position after a nice return here at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, somebody got a foot or a hand up on a shoestring or a cleat because it wasn't much to drop Krominga, but he gets a nice return out across the 30 out to the 33-yard line.
All right, so the Broncos struggle a little bit offensively against a very good defense in that first half. We'll see what we can do here. They swing the ball out. It's going to be grabbed here by Simonson. He puts his head down and drives it to about the 37-yard line. So a completed pass. It nets about 3 yards. Hastings looking at 2nd down and 7. Brent Simonson having a tough day rushing the football against his defense. That's his, 4th or 5th reception, though. Brent Simonson is...
Yeah, what did Brett have in that first half? 4 receptions and 17 yards, so give him 5 receptions and 20 total.
All right, Eli Nappy in the gun here. Eli going to hand the ball away. Simonson again gets the call as he takes it to about the 38-yard line. So give him a pickup of 1. Now Hastings looking at a 3rd down situation here. 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Hastings on 3rd downs in the first half, not very good. 2 out of 9. That is 22%. Morningside was 5 out of 10 for a 50% on 3rd down efficiency. So Hastings looking at 3rd down here at about 5. There's a quick pass thrown to the far side. Wilborn has got the ball, fighting, and he gets the ball close to the first down stakes here. At about the 44-yard line, they're going to say, yeah, that's good enough. Move to 6.
That'll be first down number 10 for Hastings in the football game. And for Wilborn, that is his 3rd reception on the afternoon.
Hastings has got the ball at the 44-yard line. Broncos moving left to right here in this 3rd quarter of play, trailing by a score of 21-9. There's the inside handoff again. Simonson is drugged down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Simonson. Tackle is made in there by Hayden Mendel again, the linebacker from Worthing, South Dakota. So no gain on the play for Simonson. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line of Hastings. Nappy in the gun. Wide receivers left and right here. In fact, 3 wide receivers split out to the right side of the formation. Nappy waiting on the football. He's got it. Drops back, pops one over the left sideline. It's going to be caught down there, and then nope, they're going to say he came up with it. Yeah, Wilborn catches the ball at the 48-yard line of Morningside. He cradles it in there and keeps it off of the turf. The officials gave a second look. They say, yeah, that's good enough. And Wilburn comes up with a reception at the 48 of Morningside.
9-yard gain for Wilburn. That is now his 4th catch in the ball game. Will put him up at 39 yards. Hastings will have it in Morningside territory down at the 47-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Broncos.
All right, Hastings, let's see if we can get some points on the board to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's a Ray. He squirts through there across the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. Josh Ray spelling Simonson in the backfield on that play. Squirts through there for the 1st down. Hastings down with the ball down here at the 42-yard line.
Hey now, Broncos with some life early in this 3rd quarter here. Again, just trailing 21-9. They missed the extra point, bonked off the pipes, but 21-9 deficit here. But the Broncos with a good drive. They got it to the Morningside 42.
Here's Ray again. This time he's going to be stacked up. He is snowed under as they run that one right up the gut there. Josh Ray, the ball carrier. Tackle was made in there by Colton Dreeth. Again, Dreeth, the defensive end for the Mustangs. Give them a pickup of 1 yard in the play. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Ball is sitting at the 41-yard line of Morningside. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. 11:04 to play. Here's a Nappy. Look out. Backside pressure. He's hit. The ball is loose. It's loose. It's picked up here by the Stangs at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, touchdown.
Goodness, that come from the left side of the Bronco offensive formation. The defensive end got around there and made a big shot on Nappy. The ball fell to the turf. 42-yard scoop and score when Hastings had a great drive going, opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They had the football in the Morningside territory, and that just took a lot of life out of this Hastings faithful. Now Morningside in for the PAT. What a huge turn of events here early in this 2nd half.
Brayton Cleaton was the guy who came off of the edge, and you could just see it coming, Jimmy. Nobody even touched that guy. 6'4", 245-pound sophomore picks up the ball and rumbles back the other way. 42 yards for a fumble return touchdown, and Morningside adds the PAT. So just as we were starting to feel pretty good about ourselves, a big play by the Morningside defense. They hit the quarterback, Nappy, who coughs up the football, and Braden Cleaton is right there, and the big old guy, he stumbles the rest of the way for the score. We've got a timeout, 10:06 to play. Here in the 3rd quarter is now Morningside 28, Hastings 9. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Dominga and Ray back deep for the Broncos. Wilkie will tee it up for the Mustangs.
Side defense, Eli Nappy, I was just surprised he got up. That was a big-time hit there.
Yeah, as he was setting up to throw, that was from his backside. He never seen it coming. And, boy, you get those. You lucky if you get up. Nappy, a tough kid walking around the sidelines ready to go back in there. But, boy, what a huge turn of events here. Broncos go down by another 7 points. They'll take it at the 5-yard line.
Here comes Kremenga again, bringing the ball back. This time he gets it to about the 23. So just as you were starting to feel the Broncos were trying to pick up some momentum, we had moved the ball into a Morningside territory. Then the big defensive play by the Stangs, and now Hastings is down by a margin of 28-9 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the way we've seen these kids play this year, no big deal. Shrugged their shoulders.
Well, we've come back from 17. We've come back from 14. Now, what about 19 against the 4th-ranked team in the country?
Well, see what happens, but definitely a big turning point in this football game as Hastings had a good drive put together.
All right, Eli Nappy is back out there. Tough kid. He's going to take a shot down the right sideline. He's got a man. Oh, it's incomplete. Has a man out there. It is incomplete. That's Duncan Fouts, who had a good ball game last week against Dakota Wesleyan. He was behind his man. Nappy threw it about as far as he could there, and Fouts can't come up with a football down here at the 25 of Morningside.
Yeah, Fouts with a diving effort at it, and I don't know. Those are the balls you need to be making catches on. They hit his hands. He had to stretch out for it, but boy, you've got to make them in big-time ball games, and that would have been a huge play for Hastings, biggest one of the afternoon, and now the official comes in to respot the football. Going to be second down and 10 at the 23.
Offensively, we haven't done too much here today. We're just nickel and diming them a little bit. But really can't get anything going here against one of the better defenses in the nation. Nappy again wants to throw, swings it out there. It's got by Simonson at the 20, 25. He's going to be ridden out of bounds over there at about the 26 or 27-yard line. And the stop there for the Morningside defense was Landry Phipps from Aubrey, Texas. 6 foot, 205-pound junior linebacker for Morningside. That was a pickup of about 3 on the play. Third down, 7 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is now the 27-yard line of Hastings. Eli Nappy with one lone back behind him, and now we got the play being blown dead as Eli kind of throws the ball away in disgust here. So we didn't have any penalties, I don't think, in the first half.
No, this will be the first one of the ball game.
This will be on Hastings as they blow this one dead. Andrew Fitzke, our referee, is going to make the call.
Offense, number 26. 5-yard penalty, third down.
All right, so somebody in motion there. It cost us 5 yards. So instead of a third down and what? We're going to have third down and 12 right now. Had third down and 7. So playing behind the sticks here at the 23-yard line. 9:23 to play here in the third quarter. 28-9 is the score. Hastings College is trailing the 4th-ranked team in the country here this afternoon. Nappy wants to throw. He's got time. Oh, he's hit again. Here's a pass that's going to be caught. That's going to be Will Austin with the ball at the 35. And again, Eli Nappy from his blind side was nailed. Just as I said, he's got time coming shooting out of nowhere. The defensive tackle again, I think that was Clayton again getting on top of Eli Nappy. They're going to get to be friends of some sort here.
Going to be real good friends. That was a big shot. Again, he bounces right up, but what a great pass right on the money to Austin. That was a 14-yard pass and catch. And a first down for Hastings, 12th of the day.
Nappy wants to throw again, cocks the arm, now pulls it out. He wants to run. Nappy spins at the 35-yard line, still on his feet. Look at those moves as he gets it to the 40, much like his touchdown run back there in the first half. Nappy did a whole lot of running and a lot of shimming and shaking there, Jimmy, for 3 yards. It's second down and 7.
I think he ran 21 to get 4. Boy, he was running for his life. Every time he'd turn a corner, there'd be a guy in a white uniform there. And did all that he could do. He originally took it off the left side, and that sealed up real quick for him. But a positive gain, 4 yards, second down and 6, ball at the 40. Clock at the 8-minute mark here in quarter number 3.
Hastings trailing in the ball game by a score of 28-9. Broncos are 2-0 in the season, but having a tough go here today. There's another guy that's having a tough go rushing the football. That's Brent Simonson as he slides through there for a couple of yards. And Morningside gave up only 56 yards in the ball game rushing to a Benedictine in their season opening 20-17 victory. And Broncos are doing a little bit better than that in this ball game, but not good enough.
Yeah, Brett 7 carries, 9 yards in this ball game. It's been tough.
Here's Nappy with the ball again on third down. His pass is going to be caught here at the Morningside 48-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. Hastings gets a first down here. Tanner Schneider-Hines makes the reception for Hastings. First time we've seen him in the lineup today. Schneider-Hines, the product from Central City, Nebraska, makes the reception on the ball, picks up a first down for the Broncos, and again, we got the ball in Morningside territory. First and 10 at the Morningside 45. Nappy wants to throw. Nappy stands in the pocket. Nappy's going to run it. 40. Nappy gets loose down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be close for another first down. Gabe Marins, a big 6'1", 250-pound junior from Lincoln, Missouri. Another stop there for the Morningside defense. That was a pickup of 9 officially as they moved the ball down to the 36. Second down and a yard here. Maybe a throwaway down here as Nappy comes up to the line of scrimmage. Might be looking to take the ball downfield. We'll see what Foz has in store here. 2nd down and 1. Nappy throws the ball on a slant. It's going to be caught, juggled. Hopefully that's not a fumble. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Boy, he had that in his hands a long time. That was bargain. Just a short slant pattern. Yeah, and he had his hands on the football. Would have been plenty for a first down. But again, it was knocked down to the turf. So 3rd down and 1 for Nappy rushing the football today. 7 carries, 26 yards he's thrown for 152. He's kind of warmed up here in this second half.
So now Hastings looking at 3rd down at a yard. 22% on 3rd down efficiency in the first half. Nappy's going to run the option. Pitches the ball back. It's fumbled there by Ray. The ball is loose. Hastings falls on top of it, but they lose yardage all the way back to the 41 or 42-yard line.
Penalty flag, yeah. Now
penalty flag come down.
Yeah, we'll see which way this goes. They're dragging guys out of there. Lionel Boyd Jr.
again
in there chirping. He's been chirping all day long, but that was a pitch that should never have happened. Nappy pitched that way too late for Ray, and it went off his right hand onto the turf, and then somebody for Hastings picked that up, tried to make what they could out of it, and ends up being about a 4-yard loss. Now the official's talking about it. We can only hope that this will go by the way of the guys in the white.
Yeah, that would give us obviously a first down here, as the officials are going to get together and discuss things here with 5 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. It's a 28-9 ball game. Hastings College right now trailing Morningside. And this doesn't look good as the Broncos.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 1. 15 yards from the end of the play will be 4th down. That is number 1's first unsportsmanlike towards disqualification.
That's our quarterback.
Yeah, there's no other number 1 on our roster. That's exactly right.
That's not good.
No, they come over and explained it to Matt, and he nodded in approval, so he agreed with it. But, boy, quarterback's got to watch who he's chirping with.
Well, that's one way we'll get Carson Kulacek on the field.
Yep.
If he picks up another one.
Get an ejection.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. Anyway, now Hastings will have to punt after looking at a 2nd and 1 in Morningside territory. Finally grabs the ball, and he's going to be immediately nailed on the play.
That was bargain down on special teams, made a big shot. Boy, that was a gutsy fielding there for the deep man for Morningside. That bounced, and he had bargain right, and he's grilling. He still picked it up.
Yeah, Huntley just let it bounce in front of him and said, yeah, I'll just grab that ball.
Tell you what, when you win and you win and you win some more, you've got a little swag to your step, and they all do. Comes from the top, don't you know?
28-9 is the score. Morningside with a lead over Hastings. We are in the 3rd quarter. 5:44 to play. Let's see who's going to start here. This is going to be Lennox Brown. And Brown runs the ball, but he runs into the Bronco defense, and down he goes. Not much there. So they've been alternating quarterbacks, Lennox Brown and Cash Parker. This is Brown getting the start here in the second half. No gain in the play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Brown again is going to hand the ball away. Inside handoff as they fight to about the 16-yard line. So 2 running plays and not much there against the Bronco D. They're fired up on that side of the ball. Big old Gavin White is in on the stop in that last play. Sophomore out of Sutherland, Nebraska. Pick up only 1 on the play, so 3rd down now. 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Morningside with the ball on their own 17-yard line. Get a right about to 50% on 3rd down efficiency so far in this ball game. Brown is going to send 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 wide receiver to the left. That's going to be Williams, the running back, now in motion, and we got a stoppage of play here. And
timeout, Morningside.
I was looking for a flag, but I see no flag. We got a timeout, Morningside, brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar, located on West 2nd Street in Hastings. We'll take a break. Morningside with a lead, 4:38 to play, 3rd quarter. Morningside 21, Hastings 9.
I'm going to start out.
Again, Colorado beat Nebraska today in football out in Boulder. Colorado wins that ball game by a score of 36-14. We've got a 3rd down and 9 situation now for Morningside. They've got the ball down here at the 17-yard line. We got more notes being passed there on here. Give me my pin back there. Is that your pin?
No, that's yours.
All right, here's a pass to the far side. It's going to be incomplete. And the Broncos hold here on a 3rd down. Brown goes to the far sideline. That was incomplete, trying to get it to a Blake Brown. So Lennox Brown trying to go to Blake Brown. They misfire. Now they're going to have to punt the Brown football away.
Don't be confused about James Brown being on the field. Kremengo drop back deep for Hastings, still stand at the 40. That was McMyers. R.J. McMyers getting all kinds of pressure on the quarterback and making an errant throw there. So a good 3rd quarter other than that one bad play we had as the punt is in the air. High spiral, fair catch at the 45-yard line. So Hastings, again, will get fairly good field position to go. They've only given up the one score here on the 42-yard scoop and score, but oh my, what maybe could have been and what still could be. Remember, this is the Cardiac Kids.
The official clothing sponsor of Extreme Sports is Pro Team Design of Grand Island, specializing in custom screen printing, embroidery, team uniforms, and online team stores. Pro Team Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island. We get our pictures taken, by the way, after the game today.
We do?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, it's picture day today.
Oh, I'm in my beautiful blue attire.
Yeah, I see that. You did get the company memo. Here's a Nappy going to throw the ball downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Way overthrown and intercepted. Back at the 5-yard line, 10, 15, 20, center of the field, lot of room, 30. Back to the 40-yard line, still on his feet, 45, 50. Bronco territory, oh no, 45 at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, no penalty flags.
95-yard pickoff return, and look at the heads on the side of the Broncos now. The Broncos, and now we've got an injured player on the field right about midfield. But the Broncos.
Dylan Walls, by the way, is the guy who picked it up. He was just playing center field back here. The pass was grossly overthrown by Dampy. Walls was playing center field. And then nobody lays a hand on the guy.
No,
he runs it back 95 yards the other way.
Like everybody just kind of quit on the play. He started on our side. He got it at the 5 and came up the numbers here and then cut it all the way across the field. And it didn't appear like we had anybody out there that wanted to attempt to tackle him. And he got loose down to the 40, and then he turned the Jets on. He just had to beat a couple of big O linemen, and he did. And now Hastings is out tending to their player that is down.
He's going to get
that is number 76, one of our big O offensive linemen. They'll help him. Now they tried to get him up, and he falls back to the turf.
That's Josh Beavis, who is playing in the offensive line for Hastings today at left tackle. They're already a tackle short. Noah Greco got to start at left tackle today. Beavis was backing him up. And now he's going to come off of the field and going to need some assistance to get off of the field. But, boy, what a turn of events here in the second half. A 42-yard scoop and score by Brayton Cleaton and a 95-yard pass return. An interception for a touchdown by Dylan Walls. And we're waiting for the PAT with the score sitting here at 34-9. Morningside has got the lead.
Yeah, ifs and buts for candy and nuts. We'd all have a Merry Christmas. But you go back to the drive right away in the initial drive of the second half. Hastings had the football into Morningside territory and had been moving it very effectively downfield. And then we got the blindside shot on Nappy, and the ball goes down to the turf. They scoop and score there. If Hastings goes down and just gets some sort of points on that drive, it's a different ball game. And now two huge big plays have blown this game open as they get the Hastings College lineman to the sidelines. 34-9 now, 4:06 left to go in this third quarter. PAT coming for Morningside.
Josh Beavis, a 6'5", 295-pound freshman from Parker, Colorado, was the injured player. And the PAT is up there. It is good. PAT is good following a 95-yard interception return for a touchdown. 4:06 to play now in the third quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Morningside 35, Hastings 9. You're listening to Bronco Football on ESPN.
Bring it back deep for the Broncos. What do you look for Morningside?
I think we get to stay home again next week. Jamestown going to be in town to take on Hastings. 1 o'clock starting time next Saturday. 12 o'clock noon for the pregame show next week. Everywhere on ESPN Radio and also on Extreme Sports. Also on the Hastings College streaming services here at home. So another big weekend next weekend. Hastings and Jamestown. They're getting at 1 o'clock. Here's Kreminga bringing the ball back here as they bring the ball out to about the 27-yard line. 4:01 to play here in the third quarter. It's now a 35-9 ball game. And I'm just wondering how much longer we're going to see Eli Nappy in the ball game. This might be a good place to see what Carson can do for Hastings.
He's going to come out, but Mike, for Morningside offensively in this third quarter, 1 yard.
2 scores.
2 scores. That's the end. That's the bottom line right there. Hastings College has put up some decent numbers. 73 yards for Hastings, but boy, we've given up 2 big scores.
Here's Nappy. He wants to throw the ball. He's running for his life again to the near sideline. He's going to take off, and he scampers out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. In pursuit, there was Malik Hampton, the safety coming up. I'd skip out of bounds too. Eli Nappy, he's taking some shots today.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take another one right there.
No, we don't need him to.
Anyway, that was a pickup of only about a yard on the play. We'll call it second down now. Second down, 9 yards to go. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Hastings here in the third quarter. Now with 3:35 to play. Down by a score at 35-9. 2 big defensive scores for Morningside here in the third quarter. Inside handoff there goes to Josh Ray, our freshman running back from Lacombe, Louisiana. Give him a pickup of a couple. Brings the ball up here to about the 34-yard line. Well, Bucket at the 33-yard line. They're to bring up a 3rd down and 5 situation with 3:08 to play third quarter.
Looking at him work on our offensive lineman down there on the sideline, icing down that left knee. That's never a good sign. Just going to get some ice on it and observe it probably tomorrow.
Here's Eli throws the ball. That's going to be behind his intended receiver here. That was Duncan Fouts on the pattern. And now Hastings looking at 4th down. Boy, just offensively struggles here today. 4th down and 5 yards to go. Hastings will have to punt the football away again.
Yeah, Broncos with 149 yards in the first half. They've got 73 here in this third quarter. The mind-boggling thing is Morningside has 1 possession and 1 yard, a 3 and out, but they've got 14 points on the board as all will get the snap. Rugby style, kicking a bullet right downfield. That's a good punt.
Bounces at about the 20-yard line. The officials come up to spot the football right about that point, 20 or 21-yard line. That's where Morningside will start. By the way, other scores we didn't give you at halftime. The high school scores from last night. Adams Central knocked off Gothenburg 13-7. Patriots will host Syracuse on Friday. St. Cecilia blasted Gibbon 56-3. St. Cecilia will play host to Bishop Newman Friday night. Hastings High beat Lincoln Pius by the score of 37-13. Hastings will play at Seward on the Friday night. There's a handoff here as Morningside will start only their second possession of this second half. It angles off to the right side. That's Trent Lane carrying the ball there. Lane scored a touchdown for Morningside earlier in this ball game. Give him a pickup there of a couple of yards on the play. Second down and, actually only about 1 yard gain. We'll call it 2nd and 9 as the ball is down here at the 22-yard line. 2:19 to play here in the third quarter. 35-9, Morningside has got the lead. Lennox Brown in the backfield here. The quarterback, he tosses it out here. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to swing it out here to Drew Sellen. Morningside hasn't really lit the world on fire offensively here in the second half. They haven't had to.
Well, no, 3 yards. Is that lighting anything on fire? That ain't even getting a smolder. They have done nothing. The Bronco D has played very well, but only 2 possessions. Hastings, I feel like they've had the football the whole third quarter, and the other team's got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we have nothing to show for it.
No.
Anyway, Morningside looking at third down again. Third down and 9 yards to go. Ball is at the 22-yard line. That's the Morningside 22. Man comes in motion. That's Sellen to the near side. Brown wants to throw. He tosses it out here. It's going to be caught by the big old tight end. Across the 25-30, 35-40, and he's going to be hit out of bounds here around the 41-yard line. That's Griffin Kraft grabbing the ball there. Officially listed as the H-back, but he's a big old H-back at 6'3", 220 pounds. A sophomore from North Liberty, Iowa. Picks up the first down at the 41-yard line. Here's a handoff here to Caleb Williams. Williams will take it to about the 42, maybe to the 43-yard line. We'll call it second down and 8 yards to go. Caleb Williams officially, but they call him KJ. KJ Williams. Second down here. Second down and about 7 yards to go.
They'll bring him out of the game.
I was going to say, we didn't mention all the new stuff around the Osborne Sports Complex. Got new seating over the off-season. Brand new scoreboard put up in the end zone. There's a brand new tailgating section in between the old PPF building and the arena here, if you're familiar with the Hastings College campus. Here's a Trent Lane blowing through there. That's going to be enough for a first down as he moves the ball into Bronco territory down to the 41-yard line. We are invited, by the way, to post-game tailgating ceremonies over in the new section.
I like it.
Just what we need. Here's a handoff again. That's going to go to Trent Lane as he moves the ball down to the 35-yard line. It's going to be a spot to football. He says his knee went down to 37. We'll take that and bring up a third down situation. Actually, it should be second down and 7 yards to go. Lane's going to get the call again. He slides through there across the 35 to the 30. Just wearing on the Bronco defense right now. Moves it down to the 27-yard line before he is brought down in the play. That's going to be another first down for the Broncos. Torrington Ford, the last guy to bring him down there for the Bronco defense. He's a kid out of McCook. First and 10 here from Morningside. The Mustangs with a lead over Hastings, 35-9, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter of play. So 2 defensive touchdowns for Morningside in the third quarter. A 42-yard fumble return for a touchdown and a 95-yard pick six for Dylan Walls. Morningside tacks on 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. They've got the commanding lead. After 3 quarters, Morningside 35, Hastings 9. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Shopping smart has its rewards.
trailing the ball game 35-9. We got some more magic in the old well here. Can we come back from a 35-9 deficit? We'll find out. First and 10 here as Morningside continues to run the football down here at the 25-yard line.
If it was against our next week's opponent,
maybe.
Against the number 4 team in the country, I don't know.
Improbable.
Going to be very, very tough. Broncos have held tough. Just a couple of, big. Those are gut punches right there.
There's a Brown play action pass. He's going to throw it into the end zone. It's going to be overthrown, nearly intercepted. Now you see they're putting our injured left tackle Josh Beavis on the wagon here, and probably going to take him back soon to the locker room with a big old ice pack on his left knee.
Yeah, doesn't look good.
They're talking with some of the trainers down there as we speak. Anyway, it's third down here. Third down and 7 yards to go for Morningside. They've got the ball at the Hastings College 24-yard line. Now into the fourth quarter with 14:23 to play in the game. They're leading by a score of 35-9. Brown drops back to throw. Brown now rolling to his left, holding on. He's going to run it 25-20, and he skips out of bounds right near the first down stakes. I don't think he got there. He's run out of bounds at about the 20. So he's going to be a yard or so shy of the first down. We'll see what Morningside will do here, leading by a score of 35-9. They're going to keep their offense on the field here as Lennox Brown will stay out there. Lennox Brown will send 2 wide receivers out to the right side. This is a 4th and about 2 from the Hastings College 20-yard line. Brown with the ball. He's going to hand it away straight ahead to a Lane. He's going to have the first down as he moves the ball down to about the 16. Lane moves the ball to the 16-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. The guy is slow in getting up off of the stack there on a straight ahead rushing attack by Morningside. They move the sticks here. 13:38 to play in the game.
16th first down for Morningside in the football game. All right after this play, get you some third quarter numbers.
There's Lane again, 10-5, tripped up, 2-yard line. Boy, that was a big old hole there as Trent Lane blows through there. And Morningside knocking on touchdown door again.
Not even going to give me a shot to get you the numbers. I will get them to you as they're very quick to the line of scrimmage, first and goal.
They hand it off to Lane again. He crashes forward for a touchdown from 2 yards out. They just kind of put their ears back and go right ass, don't they? They take it in from 2 yards out. And Morningside goes out on top now, 41-9.
Big holes off that left side. That line has really done the job here. And you look at our defense, they've been out on the field an awful lot the last 3 weeks, and it's wearing on them again. A lot of hands on the hips as Morningside tacks on their first offensive touchdown in this second half.
41-9 is the score. Here comes the PAT, and that one is going to be good. So the point after touchdown was good. Morningside tacks on another score here to begin the fourth quarter of play. Score now 13:15 to play. Or was that one wide? That one was it was a wide right, they say. All right, so the PAT is no good. 13:15 to play in the ball game. It's now Morningside 41, Hastings 9. You're listening to Bronco football on ESPN.
Midwest weather brings, you can rely on a York comfort system to keep your home comfortable all year. York systems are smarter, more.
Way back deep to the Broncos. Will be teed up for the Buckeyes.
Coach Faz's kid has got his helmet. He's carrying that around. He's probably asking Dad if he can get into the game.
Well, usually late in a game like this, you start getting some second, third teamers in as a pooch kick high in the air. Got to get on it, fellas. They do right at the 35-yard line. I would imagine we would probably see some different personnel with a 42-9 game.
Well, they did say it went through the pipes.
They did, yeah.
They're just late putting her up there.
Well, it's the first home game, so our personnel is a little slow on things, as it's our third game already. So the Bronco offense trots out on the field, and welcome to the big show, Carson Kolachek.
Here we go. The St. Cecilia product is into the ball game. Carson Kolachek, and see his first playing time as a Bronco. Kolachek, 6'2", 188-pound freshman from Hastings, St. Cecilia, hands the ball away on his first play here. I think that's Brent still in there. Brent Simonson moves it ahead to the 39-yard line. So Carson Kolachek, highly recruited kid from St. Cecilia. Matt really likes his future here. Eli Nappy just had a little bit more experience. He was with the team a year ago. But you'll see Carson out there quite a bit later in the year. They've got some stuff working with both quarterbacks in the game plan. So maybe it's a decoy. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Could be. You're not going to share.
I'm not going to share.
9 carries, 14 yards for Brett Simonson. Boy, they have been hard-earned yards against this Morningside defense. I'm sure he'll go into the ice bath as soon as this game's over.
They're down here for Hastings, 3rd and 6. Kolachek looks left. Now he looks right. Now he's on the run. Carson has got the ball. Carson is going to get out of bounds. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Well, Carson Kolachek is going to lose a couple of yards on the play, and he goes 3 plays and out in his first possession, and the Broncos will have to punt the football away.
Yeah, we'll see what Morningside decides to do. We've been around. We know how sneaky Steve Ryan is. Sometimes he doesn't know what call the dogs off is.
No, he doesn't have a brake pedal in his.
No, he doesn't. It's all one pedal. It's a gas.
Mash her to the floor.
just go. So it'll be Sam All in there to punt the football away again. 4th down. 4th quarter, 11:55 left to go in the game. That bounces back to All. He does a good job playing shortstop, but he gets a terrible kickoff as he had a tremendous rush coming up there. Not a very good snap.
Boy, when things go south, they go south in a hurry, don't they?
It's like holding on to that yarn.
Yeah.
Get onto the end of it and then just throw it out the window because it's going to unravel in a hurry, and that's kind of what is going on. Guys are tired, beat up.
Mad.
I don't think there's any confidence in an overtime comeback here. So
that'd be one of the greatest comebacks ever.
They would make national news.
Yes, it would.
With three consecutive comeback overtime victories.
Don't start writing the script yet.
No, don't.
Anyway, this is going to be Cash Parker.
Fumble.
There's a fumble on the play, and they go out of bounds. Hastings is on top of. Broncos have the ball. Broncos have the ball on the far sideline. So Hastings comes up with a big play there. Gavin Shohan into the ball game, a backup linebacker. Shohan from Verdigris, Nebraska, gets the fumble recovery from Cash Parker. Shohan on top of the ball at the 42. So Carson will come out in pretty good field position. We'll see if he can stick one in the end zone here.
Yeah, good field position here. 37-yard line. Clock stopped at 11:43 to go. 42-9 Morningside. So we'll see what the Broncos dial up here.
Kolachek wants to throws it to the far side. Is going to be caught there. Bargain with the ball. And that's Fouts. Duncan Fouts with a reception there. He gets his first pass completion, and now here comes Eli Nappy back into the ball game. Carson completes his first pass.
Yeah, trivia question later in the year. Who was it to? Duncan Fouts. How many yards? 12. And then he gets yanked.
Here comes Eli back in there on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Nappy's going to throw it out here. It's going to be overthrown. Trying to swing it out here to Tanner Schneiderhines and threw it a little bit too far over his head.
Well, that come out of his hand really weird. That was a wounded duck. Now
Carson's back in there.
No. Well, maybe he had helmet issues. I don't know what happened there. So Nappy throws the incompletion out to the near side of the field. So Carson Kolachek back in. 2nd and 10. Broncos at the 32.
Carson backs up. He throws the ball. That one is delivered low right on the hash mark. Again, Tanner Schneiderhines, the intended receiver. Here comes Kulachek out. Here comes Eli Nappy back in there. Well, at least we have something to talk about.
Exactly. We'll have plenty of questions because it'd be the same interview, just to cue it up from a year ago. But now we've got things going on. Foz has got Carson over there. They're going to be shuttling the plays, and maybe this is the new look offense. I don't like it.
Nappy looks right, spins, and now he comes to the near side. He's in trouble. Nappy trying to make something out of nothing there as he takes the ball to the 27-yard line before he is pounced on there by Alex Osdemore, a kid from Neola, Iowa, 255 pounds.
Nappy going to stay in there, and Carson's going to signal the play in. Not quite sure what Foz has got dialed up here. I'm not quite sure. It's the 4th down call. 4th and 5 here for Hastings.
Nappy wants to throw. He does to the near side. Not much over here, though.
Wilborn.
Wilborn makes the reception. Tackle is made in there by Dylan Walls, the guy that returned the ball 95 yards for a touchdown earlier in this half. They get to the first down stakes or not?
Nope, just shy. Needed 5, he got 4.
So they turn the ball over on downs, and the Hastings defense will come back out. 10 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter. Hastings trailing in the ball game by a score of 42-9. We were in the thing at halftime. We fell at 21-9. We were driving in the 3rd quarter. Had the ball in Morningside territory, and then a fumble return for a touchdown, 42 yards, and things have unraveled from that point on. And it's now a 42-9 football game here. Hastings going down to their first defeat of the season here this afternoon. Again, they got Jamestown coming in here next weekend, 1 o'clock starting time. At last check, they had a lead in their ball game. We'll check some scores for you so we have a chance to get through them here in the second half. 42-9 here. We're sitting at 2nd down and 10. Jamestown right now is playing Concordia, and Concordia has come back to grab the lead 27-23 over Jamestown. That game is going on up north. Here's a ball down the near sideline. A jump ball is going to be incomplete. Cash Parker just kind of throws it up there. Drew Sallin was a guy back here for Morningside, but he was being double covered by the Broncos defensive secondary. Incomplete pass. Dakota Wesleyan has come back on Doan. They've got 1 minute and 46 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Dakota Wesleyan with the lead over the Doan Tigers, 17-10. Concordia leading Jamestown 27-23. Dort blowing out to Mount Marty. The score is 49-20. Morningside leading here 42-9 over Hastings, and Midland thumping Briar Cliff 42-7. Those are the other scores from across the Great Plains Athletic Conference. And now we've got a timeout called here. Brought to you by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, Hastings' only true sports bar, located on West 2nd Street in Hastings. 10:02 to play here. Long game today between Hastings and the Mustangs. We'll take a break with a score of Morningside 42, Hastings 9. Mike Will, Jimmy Purcell back here in Hastings at the Osborne Sports Complex. Lloyd Wilson Field, 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Morningside in their own territory here at the 23-yard line. Cash Parker has got the ball. He's got time. Pops it over the middle. It's caught at the 30, breaks loose 35-40, look out 45-50, 45 Hastings down the sideline, 30 of Hastings, 20 of Hastings down to the 12-yard line. Catch and run there, grabbing the football and taking it downfield. Griffin Kraft, the H-back again, coming out of the backfield, that big 6'3", 220-pounder. He grabs the ball, and it was full speed ahead there like a locomotive going down the railroad track.
Not a lot of full speed.
Well,
he doesn't have breakaway speed. He was wide open. There was nobody in the center of the field. And Cash got him the football about 7 yards off line of scrimmage, and then he takes off, and a couple of defenders just bounced right off of him. He rumbled, stumbled, 62 yards downfield in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Bronco 13.
There's Cash Parker. Ball is loose there, but Parker, the ball's still loose back here at the 19-yard line. I think Morningside got on top of it here.
Boy, that was a good hit defensively on the running back. Put the helmet right on the ball, and it went flying into the air. Going to be about a 6-yard loss for Morningside.
They don't care.
No, they don't care.
It's 2nd down and 16 yards to go now for Morningside back here at the 19-yard line. 2 wide receivers split out to the right side of the formation. Cash Parker, he throws it out here. It's going to be caught at the 19, squirting forward across the 15, down to the 10-yard line before he's finally brought down. On the receiving end of that one is going to be, let's see, from Morningside, that's going to be Blake Brown, who's back into the ball game for the Mustangs. So Blake Brown back in there, number 20, is a wide receiver. Takes that one down to the 9-yard line. Pick him up 10 on the last play. 3rd down now and about 6 yards to go from the 9-yard line of Hastings. 10 seconds on the play clock in the end zone. Morningside still making some substitutions here.
Yeah, they're lost.
They got guys scattered all over the place. Here's Cash Parker. He's going to throw the ball into the end zone. It's going to be caught by Harnley for the touchdown.
No one around.
Whatever. They didn't look. Well, they looked confused. I don't think they were confused. Another touchdown with 7:37 to play.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they run it all the way down the play clock to 1 second. Took the snap, looked confused, and then he dropped back and just threw one of the traditional lobs into the corner of the end zone, and then Hastings had no coverage. That was an easy catch for yet another 6. PAT pending, trying to tack the 49th point on here in a sunny afternoon in Hastings.
All right, so it's 48-9. Here comes the PAT. That one is up there. That slices through the uprights. It is good. So Morningside scores again. 7:37 to play in the 4th quarter. It's now Morningside 49, Hastings College 9. You're listening to Bronco Football. All right, the 4th-ranked team of the nation putting it to Hastings College here this afternoon. 49-9 is the score. This game at halftime was 21-9 in favor of Morningside.
If I told you that was Morningside's first passing touchdown in the game, would you believe me?
Yeah, a couple of defensive touchdowns. They've run in a couple. Here's Kreminga bringing the ball back for Hastings to the 27.
Morningside, their 2 quarterbacks have combined unofficially 284 yards through the air. 1 interception, that coming off the quarterback in Cash Parker. And Parker throws the touchdown here for Parker on the year. It's his 2nd touchdown on this season. Boy, poor Steve Ryan. He's got such tough decisions to make. These 2 quarterbacks, I don't know who's ever going to win the job out. They both look good. The kind of the running quarterback, Lennox Brown. He could throw it pretty good, but he also can bring that rushing attack to it. So we don't care. We're done seeing him for the year.
There's Kulachek. He's back into the ball game. He throws it here to the 34, and a penalty flag will go down. Carson Party, a freshman tight end out of Lincoln, into the ball game now for Hastings, but just as he catches the ball, a penalty flag goes down. Let's see what the officials have in store here at the 7:26 mark. Boy, this game has been a long one, hasn't it?
Seems like we've been here for quite some time, but boy, the faithful in the south end zone, they're starting to congregate over by the fence. Probably a bunch of wanderers over there.
Are they wandering out of their area?
They might be wandering out of their area a bit.
Here's the call here from our white cap.
Illegal touching. Offense, number 48, was covered up, went downfield, and caught the ball. That is a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Also carries a loss of down. Second down, Hastings College.
All right, there you go.
Well, that's his job to go catch the football.
Well, he was covered up.
Wow.
He was covered up on the line.
He wanted to get in the stat sheet.
He was covered up, so he can't catch the ball downfield. So that's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. Second down and 15 yards to go. Kulachek wants to air it out down the right sideline. That's going to be overthrown. He got her downfield.
Boy.
Got her downfield, but it's incomplete pass.
Big arm. We got to see that in high school a lot. But, boy, that and there was a missile. Now, if you get a guy like Cheetah, that was about 4 or 5 yards past his intended receiver, but Cheetah, that would have been no problem.
That was Bargain out on the, or rather, Founts. So his incomplete pass is going to bring up a third down situation. There's a Kulachek. He backs up and he just gets drilled. Ball is loose. That's going to be picked up again by Morningside, and Kulachek is down here at the 15-yard line.
They really got up into that right shoulder and right arm, and that's what he is grabbing a hold of right now. And as he lays on the turf at the 15-yard line, oh, goodness, this is not good.
All right, so he's going to
get him up, but boy, he took a shot. They came in and didn't really hit him in the body. They were going up for that football, and they got his right arm.
That was Nappy again. He was into the ball game on that play. That was Nappy back in there.
Yes, it was.
So Nappy takes another shot, and they pulled him up by his arm, so evidently he's going to be all right. But, boy, he has been beat up here in the football game today. He fumbles the football. So with 7 minutes to play, Morningside has got the ball back here. And they're just teeing off on the Broncos. They hand the ball away. They're going to take the ball into the end zone for the score. They take the ball into the end zone for the score from 20 yards out. Morningside takes it in there. That's Bryson Freeberg who takes it in there for the score.
Second rushing touchdown this quarter. Boy, things have just really unraveled and blown up here on the Broncos. This was with about 4 minutes into this ball game in the third quarter, this looked like it was going to be a different ball game, and now it's 55-9 waiting on the PAT. This has just gone south in a hurry.
Here comes the point after. He's going to be blocked. It's going to be picked up by Hastings running back the other way. Broncos have got the ball after a blocked extra point, running down the near sideline, and he's going to take it the rest of the way for the score. Lathan Shohan.
Lathan Shaw with the block. He was able to get through there, got his hand up on it, but this cat here showing some speed on the outside. Picked it up at the 15-yard line.
So Shohan brings the ball back there. Gavin Shohan. And the Broncos get on the board. 55-15 is the score now. All right. Well, you got to score them.
Any way you can get them.
All right, we'll take a break. Hastings returns a block extra point for a score. 7:04 to play. Well, let's keep it right here. 7:04 to play. It's 55 to 11 it should be.
Yeah, 11. Our scoreboard operator, first game of the season, they've had some jitters in there.
We're working with a new scoreboard and everything.
Yeah, it's not a 6-point play. It's just a 2-point
play.
Two-point conversion.
Back the other way.
Yeah, 55-11. So now Hastings will get the football back.
I've got 11 in the pool this week. Yeah. How many times do you score 11?
Not very often.
55-11. We've had a field goal today, and now a blocked extra point return. A touchdown and a blocked extra point on our side.
42-yard scoop and score. Boy, we've seen it all.
Most of it against us.
Yeah, exactly.
55-11 is the score. Hastings going to get it on the return now as they bring the ball to the 20-yard line. 7:04 to play in the game. By the way, Bronco football here today brought to you in part by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, by Family Medical Center, Tom Dinsdale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning, by Rivals, and by the Butler Ballin Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Hastings.
Trying to see who's coming in at quarterback. Nappy's on the sideline. That'd be Carson Kolachek. I was going to say Nappy was over here with his helmet off. He's got it back on now. They kind of been rotating him after every play here this fourth quarter.
All right, so Kolachek is in there now. He's going to hand the ball away to Josh Ray. He fumbles the football. I think they blew her dead. Yeah, Ray was forward progress was limited there at about the 21-yard line. Hastings in Jamestown next Saturday. We'll have it for you here on ESPN Radio, beginning at 12 o'clock noon for the pregame show. 1 o'clock kickoff next week. The Jimmies and the Broncos next Saturday. Here's Kolachek getting away for some pressure. He's going to run to the near sideline and scampers to the near sideline.
Be another 2-yard loss for Hastings.
Yeah, the meeting next week with Jamestown could be one of the last times we see them. They're still looking at maybe moving to Division II status in the next year or so. That would break my heart.
That would, I know, because you get such beautiful pictures up there in basketball season.
Well, I'll have to go up there for basketball, but that would break our heart. We don't get to go there next year for football, huh?
No.
Here's Kolachek going to throw the ball downfield, and it's going to be incomplete, and a penalty flag goes down.
Oh, boy. That'll be the 7th penalty on Morningside here. I've just got Hastings for 2 penalties in this football game, so winning one of the categories on the stat sheet.
Tanner James Friend was the guy down the field for Hastings.
15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
All right, so penalty on Morningside. Tanner James Friend, 5'11", 171-pound freshman from Tubac, Arizona. That's going to bring the ball up after the penalty to the 33-yard line. Kolachek's pass here is going to be caught at the 40. Reception is made there by Zach Peterson, a sophomore wide receiver. We're seeing everybody in the ball game now. This guy is from Callan, Colorado. He's got a good bunch of very young wide receivers on the roster. We're seeing some of those guys for the first time here this afternoon in this 55-11 blowout. Morningside with a lead. Kolachek stands in the pocket, throws that baby downfield. That's going to be incomplete.
Another penalty flag. They're going to get a holding in that defensive secondary.
DJ Schroeder was the intended receiver for Hastings. Another penalty on Morningside there. Obviously, their secondary is maybe some youngsters, too, out there playing for the first time. Drawing a couple of flags here.
That's nice, the officials.
Defense, number 14. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Helping the youngins out, explaining what they did wrong. Young team here for Steve Ryan.
Band continues to play.
Hey, play on.
All right, here's a Kolachek to the near side. That's going to be incomplete, right through the fingertips of Tanner James Friend. They bring up a second down. Complete Bronco post game coming up for you. We'll name our player of the game. Have some comments from head coach Matt Franzen. Probably going to be in a little different mood today as he will make his way up to the broadcast facilities. Second down, 10 yards to go. Hastings going to drop their first game of the year here this afternoon. Kolachek throws the ball downfield. That baby going to be caught. Did he hang on to it? Yes, he did for the touchdown. Tanner James Friend grabs the ball for the touchdown. Kolachek throws a 44-yard touchdown pass.
First collegiate touchdown pass in his career. So when I ask you later on the trivia who was the first guy that received his first college pass completion.
You've got to answer Tanner James Friend.
No, that's not correct.
That's the guy who caught the ball.
That's who caught the first touchdown, but the first reception was Duncan Fouts. But PAT coming here for Hastings.
And the point after is good. So Carson Kolachek gets us on the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter. 44-yard touchdown pass to a man, Tanner James Friend. We'll take a break with 5:13 to play in the game. The score now, Morningside 55, Hastings 18. Hastings College football for you here today. 55-18 is the score now. By the way, Nebraska Kearney, they're going to be playing their home opener tonight. Northeastern State playing at home. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock in Kearney. Hopefully the rains hold off. They had some possibilities of some showers developing tonight right around the kickoff time, but head on out and support your Lopers in Kearney tonight. 55-18, the Broncos are trailing here. Hastings will kick off. Here comes the kick by Fyan. It's going to be drilled to the end zone. Casper Fyan on the touchback. Morningside will get the ball with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the first touchdown pass for both Hastings quarterbacks coming by the way of the young freshman out of St. Cecilia, Carson Kolachek. He's a celebrity down on the sidelines. I think he had everybody come up and give him a hug or knuckles, and he even got Foz's little cat come up and give him it was a low five, not a high five.
We don't see little Foz's kid out there, do we?
He was around.
Here's a inside handoff. Morningside with a big lead. They're going to work on the clock and get out of here. They'll go to 2-0 on the season. They had kind of a unique schedule. They didn't play the week 0 game. They played week 1, beat Benedictine 20-17. Then they had the bye week last week, so it was nothing, game, nothing, and now they came here. And
well,
I think they're hitting their stride here.
Well, and I listened to your pregame show a couple of different times, and Matt says he was hoping it didn't go that way, but he would rather catch them this time of year than later on in the year when they've got a little momentum. Well, this is going to give them a jump start.
There's another new quarterback out there, by the way, too, as Morningside is going to their bench. They're down to their third string quarterback. This is Zach Chevalier. He's a redshirt sophomore. They're just going to keep coming, aren't they? This guy's from Santa Clara, California, 6'1", redshirt sophomore. So
again,
they got a
freshman.
They got a freshman. They got Brown, who's a
redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, and then they got this guy who's a redshirt sophomore.
And we're going to be in 3 to 4 years going. We need him to graduate.
Well, it's like Joey Dolinchek.
I know Dolinchek seemed like he was around forever.
Well,
no wonder he had all the records.
He had 5 years, and he had the COVID year. He was there for like 6 years.
I don't think his records will ever be broken. You're there that many years, you should hold them all.
All right, now somebody just lost their cap. So he's lost their cap out there. He straps that back on. Anyway, Morningside working the clock. We're down to 3.5 minutes to go in this football game. Player of the game, coach's post game is coming up for you before we get out of here today. Join you again next Saturday beginning at noon. Hastings in Jamestown with a 1 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, they're just using all the time in the world now. And the play clock kind of wind down before they snap the ball. Thank you very much, Steve Ryan.
Don't normally see that.
No, we don't. For some reason, there's a pass thrown out there. It's going to be caught down the field. He goes at the 45 to the 50. Still on his feet, 45 to the Bronco 41-yard line. That's a Roderick Washington. Washington from Austin, Texas. Big target there at 6'6", 210 pound. He's a senior. You don't see many seniors on this roster.
No, not usually, unless they're.
Well, they're all gone. They all graduated.
last
year. Most of those cats that have been around for a while.
Yeah, they did graduate a bunch, but boy, he's got another good team here. Quarterbacks now for Morningside, unofficially 302 yards through the air on that 18-yard pass and catch down to the Bronco 42-yard line. Clock moving at 2:25.
There's a snap and a handoff. With the football there is going to be, let's see, Jalen Birch. Jalen Birch, who's a redshirt freshman from Overland Park, Kansas. Carrying the ball there. That's a loss of a yard in the play. Second down and 11. The ball pushed back here to the 42.5-yard line. So the Broncos going to drop to 2-1 on the season. Morningside will be 2-0 after this one. Long way to go yet for the 2023 season.
I think Fozzie, boy, he's ready to go in. Got his cap right down here in front of us.
He's got to put it on. You got to be ready to play.
Next man up.
Yeah, next man up. You got to put that cap on, young man. There's a handoff there, sliding through there. That's going to be Bryson Freeberg carrying the ball. He scored a touchdown earlier in this quarter, a 20-yard touchdown. That's a pickup of about 3 yards in the play as this game lags on with 1:20 to play in the football game. Now they're just waiting for the play clock to tick down here. They'll run a play. They'll keep her on the ground. And we got up to a promising day here today. It's going to turn sour. Broncos going to fall in this one. It's 55-18. Hastings trailing the fourth-ranked team in the country. There's a inside handoff again. Carrying the ball there is Freeberg. Freeberg down to about the 31-yard line. Tackle is made by Baylor Poston. He's a linebacker from Nebraska City. He's into the Hastings College defense now. Down to 30 seconds to go. 55-18 is the score. Morningside has got the lead. This was 21-9 at halftime today. Broncos right in the ball game, and now they're going to take the knee, and that's going to be all she wrote. That's going to be your final score. Morningside comes to town and do what they do, and that's win football games. They beat the Broncos today. Final score 55-18. We'll have the stats and all the scoring coming up for you. You're listening to Bronco Football.
Shopping Smart has its rewards, like the Advantage Rewards program.
Trip home. On behalf of Hastings College Athletics, we do want to wish you all a very good evening.
I'm going to start out on 2, starting the recording, starting the stream.
My name is Jared Rogers, and I'm the Director of the Center for Applied Media Arts at Hastings College. The Center for Applied Media Arts is a place where students can gain experiential learning in all forms of digital media: video production, photography, graphic design, live stream production, podcasting, and more.
I'm Chad.
I'm Brad.
Welcome back to the
It's
Bronco.
important for us to be able to give the students as many opportunities as we possibly can, not only in the classroom, but also in the field. When I have a student who completes a project and they're excited about it.
Take 3.
Or when I have a student who does a really good show or a great live stream broadcast.
Oh my gosh, it's a goal!
It makes me incredibly happy. And I get so excited to watch these students strive, struggle, and then excel. Most of the time, we work really, really hard to accomplish the things that we're doing, but that hard work pays off. The students here are learning valuable critical thinking skills to be able to solve those problems and to come up with results. What a wonderful way to transition that learning from the classroom into practical application. And not only do they do that here, but those are life lessons that they'll take with them once they leave Hastings College. We are always striving to create new opportunities for student growth. If you are interested in our program or would like more information, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be glad to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much. And go Broncos.